Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Country roads take me home to the place I belong in West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads take me home. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight? I was going to say today and tonight at the same time. The cat's come in. He knows I'm doing something. He's going to go straight back out. He won't come near me now. How are you? Are you okay? Okay day? Have you all eaten too much food? Is there a lot of people doing that? Getting bored and cooking? I had some nice food today. I shared the pictures with the food that I eat. I know. People get, if I don't put a picture on a food, people get worried. So listen, everybody likes being in the old SofaShow lounge. I've done a few lovely tweaks. I made it a bit more roomy, you know, because of all the food I'm eating. I'm getting bigger, so there's a bit of space there if the cats do ever want to join me. And a couple of people, I love your comments, and when you tell me what you think, and does it sound good or too loud? You've really helped me through the past few shows. And you can't. My face looks a bit dim, so with the gadgets that I've got and all the stuff I find under my bed, how's that? So that should hopefully, a couple of little remote control spots should light me up a little bit better, so you can see all my wrinkles. And I'm not as young as I was when I was on Stars in Their Eyes. I'm old now. Where's my capo? So it's just gone 10. It's been an okay day today. Feels like it's been a long day today. You know, it's been a long day. And I wasn't going to sing tonight, but I just thought, I'm sitting here, so I've had a shower, put some nice clothes on. You know, not that I'm going out, but kind of like I am. I just thought, I'll sing you a few songs. So I've got some nice songs lined up. Some we've done already in the past couple of weeks, and there's some new ones I'm throwing in each time. I'll sing this for John Douglas. Every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours surely come my way. And every day it's getting faster. Everyone says just go up and ask her. And love like yours surely come my way. Every day seems a little longer. Every way my love's a little stronger. Coming what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Every day seems a little closer, going faster than a roller coaster. And love like yours, I think it's here to stay. A little longer, every way you can dance, love's a little stronger, come what may. Do you ever long for true love from me? 'Cause every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster, and loving like yours is surely here to stay. Every day it's getting faster. Everyone says Just go and ask her. Love like yours, well, it's surely here to stay. Love like yours, I think it's here to stay. Every single day now, every single way now, every day. Hey, oh, we like that. Love that song. And the reason I sang that for John Douglas is because John done the track for that. That's an old Buddy Holly song, really old, but John's quite good with the musical instruments. John lives in Colchester. If you speak to John, say I said hello and that I've sung that song today. Just love the track. It's a real easy show. So, you know, I do these quite late. Bill Tudor, somebody who said to Bill, who's doing the late live? I know lots of people go on 6 and 7. They've probably got kids and other responsibilities, and they do that thing called they sleep. So that's okay, but me, like some of you, we don't really sleep too well. I mean, I did one last night for a couple of hours. We had a bit of fun. Have you noticed I've stopped drinking? I'm not drinking, otherwise that's going to end up me pissed every night, and yeah, that's no good. And so we had a bit of fun, didn't we? And then I went to bed, and then I started thinking it would be nice if I had a black backdrop and just got rid of the loo rolls. Well, I've sold the loo rolls because I need the cash and all the funny things. Then the Weetabix has gone as well. Someone said, "Where's the Weetabix and the pasta?" That's old news now. But we have got the with his Rolling Stones T-shirt. Welcome the zebra. We've got Gruff there, obviously, for Theo, because we love him. I've kept my Stars in Their Eyes pictures, a couple of guitars. We've got On the Air. We've got my little Mini Cooper and the Time up there. And that little Take Me Home Country Roads. There used to be one of them in my little local cafe up the Lawrence, and I like that. So it's just nice to have a little bit more room. Welcome along to the show, whatever you're doing, whatever you've been doing. I hope you can hang around for a little while. If you can't and you have to go, don't worry. You can find it on the wall tomorrow and watch it tomorrow, can't you? So that's all right. Or if you like sitting with me while we have a little chat, could you do me a favour, please? Could you share this, okay? We need to share it because then more people find out about it. In the last couple of weeks, I've got a few new friends on here now, and they're from all over the world. Someone gave me $10 from Australia and said, thanks for singing to me at like 10 in the morning, although I think it was 10 at night here, and a couple of people in America. Oh, and today, this afternoon, somebody was listening to me singing and said, you ever so like John Denver? It's someone I know of, Willie Hoover's, and he does a radio show. So I've just been on his program talking about the love of John Denver and all things, and he lives in Colorado. There's a famous spot there where John Denver stood, and he said, Steve, if you ever come over, man, I'm going to take you to there, and I'm going to put you on that rock. Yeah, it's right. It's on a waterfall. I don't think so. If I fall in, you'll never get me out. I'll have to have one of them big helicopters. Come along. There we are. I've got a lovely list of songs. Lovely. And I'll sing this for you, Willie. Thanks for having me on. I look forward to Saturday when I can tune in and listen to that our little chat that we had. You know, you and me, either side of the pond. This is the Trisha Yearwood version of the John Denver hit. There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. Truck out on the 4-lane, it's a mile or more away. And the whining of his wheels makes him colder. He's an hour away from riding, and he prays up in the sky. 10 days on the road, barely gone. There's a fire and it's softly burning. Think the supper is on my stove, and the light that's in your eyes is keeping me warm. You know the words, friends, you sing. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. And sometimes this old farm, it feels like my long lost friend. And it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How do you spend your time? What's the latest thing our neighbors say? And your mother, she called me on Friday. I watched a film called Sunshine and it made me cry. Felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. It always is. Sometimes this old farm, it feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and it's good to be back home again. And all the time that I can lay this tired and old body down, feel your fingers feather soft upon me, and the kisses of heaven for love that lights my way. Happiness living with you brings me. Sweetest thing I know of, spending my life with you. And all the little things that made a house a home. Like when the fire's softly burning, she's out there with the supper on the stove, and it's the light in your eyes, it keeps me warm. Yes, and it's good to be back home again. And sometimes this old farm feels like my old friend. And hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey, it's so good when you get back home again. Love that song. The name of the album was called Back Home Again. It's a John Denver song. Love that. And it was the CMA Song of the Year or something in the mid-70s. I know I love John Denver, but I'm not sure that some of the people watching won't. We've got a good audience there, so thank you for stopping by. Please share it for me. That's one thing. And you can tag if you want to see me when I do lives. I'm trying to make them as nice and cosy for us as we can. And if I feel cozy in this environment and you're at home, then that's great. Quite a few people are putting me on the TV. I've not figured mine out yet. I lost my remote control. When I got my big posh smart TV, I was having a cup of coffee and the remote was on the side and it fell in. And they were about £100. But this one has come out a few years later. It's only £8. I got that on eBay. So that's come. So now I can do that. So I'm going to work on that. And one of the buttons on there, conveniently, does the lights. So the remote control for the telly does the lights. So that's a bonus. Didn't even know it did that. So yeah, thank you for sharing it. That's good. What else was I going to say? I think that's all. So let's sing. I'm going to look. I'm always trying to figure out a way to make it easier. So I'm going to put that there, and then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to keep picking the iPad up because I think. Hang on. I think I can just glance on my phone. Oh, there we are. So I can. Sorry, hang on. I have to turn that down, and then I'll need my glasses, obviously. So, sorry, I'm just sort of working it out as we go. Is that okay? Great. I think my face a bit lighter. Give us a. Well, I can't see on there, but anyway. So there we are. Let me just check on here because I have a couple of friends that check everything's coming through okay, which is good. So everything's coming through. Because it's nothing worse than doing a show and then you're not singing it or it's not coming out or something. So we know that's good. Thank you for keeping me up to date on that. So let's carry on with the songs. We haven't done this one so far together. We've not sung this song. You will like it. Nilsson did it. I'm sure that's his name. Yeah, Nilsson did this. I know the name. I don't know what he or she looks like. I don't know anything about it. I just know that that's the name associated with this tune. Everybody's talking at me. Don't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of the mind. People stopping and staring. I don't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. Going where the sun is shining while the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Backing off the northeast wind, sailing on that old summer breeze. Skipping on the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, and I don't hear what they're saying. Only the echoes of their mind. Going where the sun is shining through all the pouring rain. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking up the northeast wind, sailing on a summer breeze. Skipping on the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of the mind. I won't leave your love behind. I won't leave your love behind. I won't leave your love behind. I won't leave you. And I won't leave your love. I won't leave your love. Here, thanks very much. A couple of my friends have messaged me today. Said, Steve, we've got you. We've ordered you. That's the spoon. That's my spatula. I need something long and thin. Yeah, not that. To do me. Because I wanted to move that out of the way. But a couple of people, my friends messaged me today and said, Steve, we bought you a string for your glasses. Well, it's not here, is it? You can buy it, but I need it here. And you can't bring it around because that would be illegal. You get arrested. But now I forgot to bring them over anyway. Oh, I'm such a donut. I really try hard. You wouldn't believe the work I put into this to get it. I think after I've done a couple more, I want it slick. I love slick, you know. I think that's how I like things. So I'm going to get my coffee out there as well. I forgot to bring my coffee in. And I forgot, I know you think I'm drinking. I've got a secret stash of vodka. The vodka went the other night in 2 shows. The 12-year-old bottle of red wine, that went that night. Oh, that was a funny one. And then the white wine went also. And that's it. I don't really drink at home. I'm not a home drinker. I know some people are. You open the cupboard, it's like an off license. So, oh, if you want to tip me, you can, okay? We do this now, and I think it's a great idea. And if you want to give me £1 or £2 or a tenner, you can. My friend tipped me the other day, £22. But then I remembered they owed me £22, or actually £22.95. So you still owe me 95p. Okay, and I thought, oh, that's nice. That's an odd amount, £22. And then I remember that's what that was. That's so cheeky. That's outrageous. I'll tell you what, I can't come around and get me money, can I? There you go. Let's just stick to the list and sing songs. I did this last night. Louis Armstrong. Got the piano there, look. I see trees of green, red roses too, and I watch them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright, blessed day, then the dark, sacred night. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. And the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, you know they're also on the faces of people passing by. And I see friends holding hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying that I'm in love with you. I hear my baby cry, and I'm watching him grow. He'll know much more than I could ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, you know they're also on the faces of people as they pass by. I see friends holding hands, saying, how'd you do? When they're really saying that I'm in love with you. I hear my baby cry as I watch him grow. He'll know much more than I could ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Good evening to Jill, Susan Hickson also, Jane Dance, Ada Meso, Claire, hello Claire. We've got Kathleen, hello Kathleen, Carol Thompson, Jules Wood, Carla Hutchinson, Peter Bothwick, Sue, how you doing Sue? I did get your text about that. I'll chat to you tomorrow, that's very sad. Finish the pizza, Jill. Dave Austin, hello mate, how are you? I was talking about you today to my friend. Mark James, hello Mark. Nick Porter, Tiffany Doris Ward, Felicity Long, Graham Corner, good now Graham, Lights good, thank you. Moira Bennett, Kerry Griffith, Katie Howard, hello Katie. Anne Rhodes, Carol Twidale, Sam Cleaver, Wendy Brister, Diane Penrose, Claire Elizabeth Langridge. Can you have shorter names please? Mouthfuls. This is where everybody, that is where everybody is, Mark. Pat Jordan's there. Hello, Pat. 50 Shades of Grey. I tell you, we've got to do that. Stephen Shawn and Annie Hex and Heather Stadden and Ian Philbrick is also watching, and Debbie Jones. Should we leave it there? Andrew Steele, Jules Wood. Oh, love this. Nilsson, grew up listening to him. I only know that one song. There must be more, obviously. Ellie. Are you stalking me, Ellie? You're with me every single night, which over in Ireland. Lovely. I assume you're still there, aren't you? Hello there. Yes. So you can add people by typing at and then their name. Kerry Griffiths, Leslie Line Dancer, Lisa O'Kane is watching. Hey, Lisa, you've got one of my BBC hats. I remember. How many years ago was that, Lisa? Lisa O'Kane is an American country singer-songwriter, and we did a few shows. How many? Is it 15 years probably? I was about, we won't talk ages, but anyway, nice to have you with us, Lisa. James Taylor, that's just a cool name, isn't it? Is it James Taylor? Callum's with us. Okay, so we've got a few bits there. We like that song. Vicky Church, Vicky Church, giving me a £20 tip, but then realising that you just give me the money back you owe me. It's outrageous. I had to pay 5% on that. You can give me a tip if you want. It's paypal.me/SofaShow. I've nearly remembered it. It's at the top of the thing. But share this. Please share it. If you keep a few people watching, I'll keep singing. You're getting to know me, aren't you? Because I come on to do a couple of songs and I end up falling asleep with you. I had like about 15 messages today. Hi, Steve. Nodded off while you were singing. Thanks very much. It's just nice, isn't it? I don't mind people falling asleep when I'm singing. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Did you notice in that song I sneaked outside, got my coffee and got my glasses? These are tomorrow's improvements. They are going to go on a bit of string and stay there. No, a bit of elastic there. Then I could pull them down, look, and they could go, or there, look. Man. The glasses holder. Do. That's where the glasses can go. I've just invented something fantastic. Hey, my friend likes this one. My friend likes this. It's nice. This is easygoing country music, this is. I think Willie will like this. Willie and Will, you'll both like this. Caught a ride on a Dreamland Express last night, sailing on an ocean of blue. Right there by my side, much to my surprise, was you. Said, come over here, baby, let me look in your eyes and see the very heart of you. Not a soul to disturb us, but don't be nervous, come be mine. You said, hey there, sweet daddy, everything's alright. Miles is not a telephone line. Not a soul to disturb us, but don't be nervous, just come and be mine. Let me be the end of your rainbow. Let me be the stars up above. Let me be the one that you long for, my darling. And let me be the one that you love. Let me be the one that you love. Now it's 4 a.m. and I can't sleep, and I just can't get you out of my mind. I'm tossing and turning, yearning for the sun to shine. I'd like to send you a ticket on a Dreamland Express and take you far away with me. Vision of heaven, you're living right there with me. Let me be the end of your rainbow. Let me be the stars up above. Let me be the one that you long for, my darling. Let me be the one that you love. Oh, just let me be the one that you love. Let me be the end of your rainbow. Let me be the stars up above. Let me be the one that you long for, darling. And let me be the one that you love. I'd like to be the one that you love. wish I was the one that she loved. I tell you what's funny when you do this. As I play that and stop, I wait a couple of seconds as though, because at gigs we always wait for a couple of seconds as though I'm waiting for the clap or something, and it's not happening, which is okay, but I stop and then there's no noise. The cats ain't even here to give me a little meow. Oh. I only do that because I have these little sweets that help my voice, because I've been in for, feels like forever now. Obviously, it's quite cold, the heating's on. I open the windows and that, but my throat's just getting quite dry. But I'm not going to not sing because of that. You know, a bit of a sore throat's not a bother, is it? And I'm potting around all day. I have to sing, really. I'd like to do something. And thank you for your messages. A lot of people really enjoy what I'm doing, so thanks. And if it helps you get through a couple of hours of a night, you know, then that's good. Watched a bit of news today, or what's going on and that. So, you know, I thought about something today. With this thing, when I talk about it, I share some of my feelings on things. It's not my views, and you know, it's not a strong thing. I don't get confrontational online with any of this, but a lot of money is being spent. I'm self-employed, so I should be entitled to something in a couple of months, the employed people and all of that and everything. But I think it's just my thought that while all this is going on, that's great, they're trying to help out, but should they not put all nurses and firemen and police and these people that are on especially the nurses really on the front line, on double time? You know, I know nurses don't earn a lot of money. It's bizarre. I read this in the paper that the lowest end people are the most high risk. The people that have got to come around and empty our bins, and when the police are involved with things, and people in Sainsbury's and all Tesco's, all the shops, literally dealing with all the attitude and the anger. Should all these people, you know, this is going to cost trillions and trillions of dollars, should they just all not automatically be on double time? You know, and I chatted to my friend today about that you know, that you're in the highest risk. So maybe the incentive is, I'm not going to go in, I'll say I'm ill. But if you know you're going to get rewarded, not that you're greedy, but you're going to get recognised and rewarded. So it's kind of to make the risk worthwhile. It's just, we're all shut down, but we're going to get something. But some of these people have to go to work when they're the front line, the school teachers as well. Then they have to take their kids in. So they're not out of the danger zone, are they? It's just something I thought, surely, but all this stuff, you know, the self-employed, we kicked off, we want to be paid, and that's true, they need some support. But they think, but to all our nurses, everyone that goes in, you're on double bubble. End of, and it still wouldn't be a lot of money, would it? You know. Anyway, maybe there should be a petition for that, and it's nice to give them a round of applause. That's lovely. All come out and give them a round of applause. Give them a bigger paycheck. Give them a little. Yeah, I'm going to give that one of them. I need a longer one. It's fat enough. I just need to be a bit longer. Right, let's check it. Look. Did you see that? Did you see me look for my glasses? Stephen, you're an idiot. You put them there. That's your new place. Now I'm forgetting about the new place. Lovely. Callum's there. We got to Callum. Jessie Rose. Risk Kendall. Hello, how are you? How are you? You've been in this room, haven't you? I think you've been here once. Shell Sweet. What's your Shell? Oh, Shell. Lisa Kennedy. How are you? It's been a long time. Sasha Brace. Dave Ritchie's. Claire. Oh, hello, Claire. Looking forward to your birthday party that I'm singing for. It's not for a whole year yet, is it? But that's good. Rachel. How are you, Rachel? Good day? Sort the kids out? Kids in bed? Yeah, got a bit of time on your own, Rachel. Nice to hear from you yesterday. We'll chat more tomorrow, you and I. Carol Crawford, Elsie Hardingham, Eileen Toft, Sheila Fink, Liz Booth, Marianne Rouse, Debbie Blenkhahn. All these names. Can't you just be called Smith and Jones? Make it easy for me. Come on. Leslie Jock, and then we've got Connie, and then we've got Jane Boyer. Aaron Davidson, Julie Gibbons, hello. Sarah Smith, you're back. Hello, Sarah. I recognise your name. Keith Field. Keith, how are you? Hey, man. Well done on Sorry, I say well done on getting home. Are you back home? Because you was going on like a long holiday, wasn't you? You was winding me up with all your silly Facebook posts, but hopefully you're home. Richard, that's lovely. Yeah, I could do a duet with you. Stephen Proctor, Carol Dupree, Larry Gutteridge, Diana Matravers, Cliff Hall, Janice Wentz, Dean Crittenden. It might sound a little bit boring in this, but it's just nice to give a few people a mention as we go through. Rosemary Watts, and it gives me a little rest. S.J. Plain, hello, nice to talk to you earlier today, Steve. Martin Eva. Okay, let's get back to the tunes. What have I got next on the list? Here, this is an oomphy version of this little classic. Sorry, it's not. I completely got that wrong. I've got two versions of this song. Sorry, I've got a real fast one from the Mavericks, and I got the slow one. We'll do the slow one, all right? And then I'll find the other one later.
Amazing grace, how sweet sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I once was lost, but now I think I'm found. I was blind, now I see. It was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fear relieved. And how precious did the grace appear, the hour that I first believed. Dangerous toils and snares we've already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, and all days they're gone, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first began. Sing along, friends, sing along. Amazing grace, sweet sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I was lost, yeah, well, now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see.
powerful song, isn't it? I can't remember where I first heard that. It was probably at a school assembly or something. Oh, I meant to do one of them. You know, if I could have an assistant, they could help me with the comments, and they could just sit there, and I'd give them a nod, go, and they'd go like that. You know, £1 a week, it's worth it, isn't it? Do you want to give me a tip? I like your tips, it's good. Helps me buy this equipment that I'm getting. I'm getting bits and bobs. I've got 2 more bits I want to get. Whenever I can get them, that is, when they can be delivered. So just go to the top and you can send me a little. It's on the little PayPal link. Lots of my friends are doing this, and lots of people I don't know also. And on Tuesdays and Sundays, there's the Big Country Music one, which is the UK Country Live page, and they did it on Sunday from 4:30 and Tuesday evening. So if you like this kind of music, then there's a couple of big ones that are on there, and I did the opening night, which was great, and we had so many people watching. I had more people there than ever that I've had at a gig.
La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. I'm just a poor boy, story seldom told. Squandered my resistance, a pocket full of mumble, such promises, all lies and jest. To the man who hears what he wants to hear, he disregards the rest. Yeah, I left my home, my family. I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they will. Everybody sing, come on! Oh, la la la, la 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 la. Let's go. That's on that note. Asking only workers' wages, come looking for a job, get no offer. Come on from the poor zone, 7th Avenue. And I do declare, there were times when I was so lonesome, took a little comfort there. Oh, la la la, la 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 la. And wishing I was warm, going home. New York City winters are in bleeding me, go home. In the clearing stands a bottle of soup and a fighter by his tray, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down, a cup till he cried out his anger and his shame. I'm leaving, but the fire still remains. Oh, la la la, la 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 la. Sing. La 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 la. Let's see how many are singing. La la la, la 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 la. That note's gone. La 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 la. I don't know if you've noticed, when I'm singing, I'm getting the occasional, it kind of goes about 5 octaves high. It goes, some like Mariah Carey note. I don't know when it's going to happen. It just does it on its own. Stay there. Oh. Right. Let's have a little look on here. Hang on.
Oh, is there anybody watching that does eyes? Because everything's shut. Can you do them cheap? Can we do that? Hello, Cliff Hall, Martin Eva, Rosemary. Hello, Carol Dupree, Connie Marie Lindsay. That's a nice name. I could hear something there, mustn't I? There's not no one coming round. No one comes round anymore, do they? Brian's like, hello, Brian, mate. Amanda, hello, Amanda. Amanda, you're always up late, Amanda. You always were up late, Amanda. You and Mark. You was always the last to leave the party. Steve Pearson, Chris Dallick, class, man. Chris, it's really good. I wish you was here, Chris, because I could set. You got the piano. Chris is a great piano player. He could do the piano. We could do this. You'd have to be 6 feet away, though, Chris. I'd have to put you outside on the decking. I'll get the wires in, but we'll leave you out there. Shut the window. We'll be all right. Wendy Hughes, Bob Carroll Thorne, Rosalie Thompson, Brian, Young Guns. Oh, yeah, Young Guns are on. Nessie. I always have trouble with this one, don't it? Nessie, there we are. Diane, Janice Went, where? Nicola Miller, Jim Pritchard, Connie Marie Lindsay. Some of these we've already said, but sounding good, Jim, lovely. Collins, hello, Colin. I've messaged you about these. I'm glad you're on, mate. Annie Hex, Peter Moore, George Palin is on. Hello, George. George, I'm going to do Stand By Me with the piano in a couple of songs times, okay? Have a listen. It's really good. Walter Simpson, Rolly Kinslow. Hello, Rolly. Look at you. Who you cuddling? Who you cuddling on there? You old devil. Tell you, every time I look at your profile picture, it's a different woman. Stuart Garfoot. Michelle Maskell, Ronald Kennedy. How are you, buddy? Your Facebook picture never changes. That's what I like. My friend was on the other day and I said that. Marshall, I said, it never changes. And he changed it. It's a good picture. Michelle Maskell, sounding good. Stephen Smith is watching. I was watching you today, Stephen. My friend Stephen Smith, I spoke about you the other night. I played something with one of your tracks that you made. And I watched you playing the steel guitar. Stephen Smith, S-M-Y-T-H. And Stephen with the PH is an Irish singer and a gifted player. If you can see him or catch up with him, and it just to play some wonderful instrumental music, real nice. Yes, yeah. Oh, yes, you did owe me the money for that. And there we are. Yeah, injury money as well. None of that. Phil. Sorry. You worry when you cough, don't you? Mike Morris is here. Hello, Mike. Gary Young. See, Gary, your profile picture's been the same profile picture from when we met when I was about 19. And how old are you now? 53? Something like that? I can see you going, oi, Seppel. But it's just a good picture. Anne Ballard. Wayne Denton's on. How you doing, Wayne? I could do a couple of John Denvers for you later. James Taylor. £20 if you sing The Walk by Sawyer Brown. Oh, I don't know it. If I knew it, I don't need 20 quid to sing it. If I knew it, I would sing it for you. I'd do it for 15, 16 quid. You know, you could keep a bit. Carla Hutchington. I don't do that one. I'm not really doing requests tonight, as per se. Wednesday is my all request show. And if you'd like a song, message me on Messenger. I've got about 22 in there already. And Wednesday night is your show. It's the all request show. These things are just, you know, me messing around in the living room and I turn the camera on. So I don't mind you being here. I do make sure I'm dressed properly, though. And my flies are done up. First one I did, my flies are undone. Someone said I had gorilla feet. And do your flies up. Good song. Annie Hex, love, let me be the one that you love. Oh, baby. Oh, yes, that's Dreamland Express. Right, let's come back to those in a moment. Let's, what was I going to do? Well, just sing a song. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I wanted to do Stand By Me for my friend. So we'll do that. Let's play. I'm going to sing you a song just on guitar. It's just a very nice song. It was written by a man called Garth Brooks. I can't say whether this was the song that put him on the map. I think that once it was recorded by Ronan Keating in the pop world, more people were familiar with Garth Brooks, sold a lot of records. I don't think he doesn't come to the UK a lot. It'd be good to have him on the O2, wouldn't it? Why don't he come over? And the other big names, you know, a lot of them don't come over. Maybe the O2's too small. It's like just a little village hall for them. Sometimes late at night I lie awake and watch you sleeping.
She's lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn out the light and I lay there in the dark. And a thought crosses my mind: if I don't wake up in the morning, would she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart? Sing, if tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I love her? Did I try in every way to show her every day she's my only one? And if my time on earth was through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last? Tomorrow never comes. I've lost loved ones in my life. You never knew how much I loved them. Now I live with the regret that my true feelings for them never were revealed. Made a promise to myself to say each day how much she means to me, and avoid the circumstance where there's no second chance to tell her how I feel. If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I love her? Did I try in every way to show her every day that she's my only one? And if my time on earth through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past, would it be enough to last if tomorrow never comes? So tell that someone that you love what you're thinking of, in case tomorrow doesn't come. For you, churches, you said the time was all you needed. I walked away and let you have your space. Leaving didn't hurt me near as badly. The tears I saw rolling down your face. Yesterday I knew what you wanted. Came walking up to me with him. I told you that I was happy for you. Given the chance I'd lie again, just to see you smile. Do anything you wanted me to. When all is said and done, never can, because it's worth all that's lost just to see you smile. You said the time was all you needed. I walked away and let you have your space. Leaving didn't hurt me near as badly, no, no. The tears I saw rolling down your face. Yesterday I knew what you wanted. You came walking up to me with him, and I told you was happy for you. Given the chance, I might again, just see you smile. I'd do anything she wanted me to. And all is said and done, I wonder if anybody's dancing. Are you dancing? Are you asking? Just to see you smile. And all is said and done, I never count the cost, 'cause it's worth all we lost, just to see you smile. Do anything just to see you smile. What's going on? What's going on? I think it's all these nights just being in around the fluff. Well, good evening to you. It's coming up to 11 o'clock, so we're a quarter of the way through. Well done on saying bye, friend. If you've been here since the start, give me some love hearts. Give me some love hearts. I'll see how many come up. If you've been here for the whole hour, you crazy bunch. Oh, well, here they come. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of you. Haven't you got homes to go to? Oh, you're in them, aren't you? You're stuck in them, probably. I'm getting to know my place very well, you know. Going through the cupboards. There you go. Hey, everybody. Everybody, hello. This is better, looking at the comments on the phone. Anyway, James Taylor. I'm sorry I don't know that song, but you can still give me a tip if you want. Okay, I'll look out for that, James. I wish I did. I haven't even heard of it, to be honest with you. Valerie Powell and Hicks. Donny Vaughan, Nessie, there we are. Great, so Wayne's there. Charmaine Davis. I used to be a blue coat years ago with Charmaine down in Weymouth, wasn't it? And I see your career, what you're doing, how things change, eh, Charmaine? Do you remember that night? Dawn Underwood is there. Leslie Kemp. Callum Riches. Hello, Callum. Missing you on the park, mate, you know. Maureen Byrne. Hello, Maureen. Thank you for my little tip. The fireman. Brian, put that on the request for Wednesday night, please. Sarah, you agree with me. What about the nurses, what I was saying? Well said, mate. Yeah, that was it about that. Just they got the money, haven't they? Wherever they get the money from, I don't know. But I think that would be a great incentive if that went round, you know, if it was on the papers. Instead of all the talking on the papers, say, you know what, the government, Boris steps in, every nurse in the country and doctor, you're all on double time. Not that it's about the money with nurses. That's why you get them, isn't it? Because it's not about money for nurses. Otherwise, who would do that job? We wouldn't. But just to do that, you know, so that when it's all done, they can think, you know what, I earned a little bit more for my family. The sacrifice. Oh, don't get me started. Gwen Riley, Brenda Watts, John Nolan, any relation? Richard Green, Pat Sewell. Hello, you used to message the radio, I remember. David Lara, you always come on about 11 o'clock, David. I'm getting to know your habits. You know, what you people do. Ben always comes on quite late. Hello, Ben. I sorted the lights, Ben, so you're looking. Lights better? I've got a couple of spots up there. So you'll let me know tomorrow. Gemma, Sue Freeman, keep it up, Brill. Well, we're a quarter of the way through. We've got a long night together. Can you do Cash's Moon? No, I don't know that one. I know lots of sort of 80s pop. We'll do a pop night, but not late at night. We won't do it late at night. It's a bit mellow. Neon Moon. Okay. Neon Moon's good. See, choose mellow songs and you'll get me to do it. Leslie Kemp. Paul Waller. See, Paul, where have you been? You don't get out of bed till about 11 o'clock. I know you don't. I tell you. Sending me all your funny messages. Ian Highland. Ian, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know why. Anyway. Leslie, Susan Byrne. We got Diane Gowlett there. Anne Hicks. You said
Like, you sounded like Glenn Campbell when you were singing Amazing Grace. Do I? Oh, okay. I could do Rhinestone Cowboy. We could find that, couldn't we? Okay. Well, we'll mess around with some songs. Shirley and Ann Ellison. Well, you're back on. Hello there. And thank you for my nice tip as well, because I do see the names of all the people that give me a tip, which is nice. They played that at my dad's funeral. Just beautiful. I wonder what song that was. It doesn't tell me the times. Was it Amazing Grace? Perhaps. It's a lovely song. Monica H. Thomas, we're watching with me. Hello, Monica. Amazing Grace was amazing. I've got another version. I've got the Mavericks version, which is really lively. We'll do that a bit later. I wanted to sing this for my friend George, if I may. And I'll tell you why, because if you don't know, it's a simple story. The first Facebook Live I saw one of my country friends doing was George Paling, who's one half of Texas Gun. He will be on the big show on Tuesday night, which is from 8 o'clock. George is on doing some proper guitar playing. I'm sure we have the piano there. He's much better than I am. And I just tuned in, and he was playing Stand By Me. And with what's going on, and I just thought, the way we supported each other and different. I kind of saw the song. It was a bit of a light, enlightening moment. And he, when I looked sort of further down the screen, he was playing the piano, and I can't play that way. So I found a track, but then I found another track the other day, George, of just piano. So I'll put this down, and I'm going to put my headphones on, because the reason we put the headphones on, if you watch singers, some of them have headphones on. I'll tell you why that is. We listen to it through the speakers and it sounds okay, but we can't really interpret exactly what our voice is doing. But when you've got the headphones, they're like monitors, and then you can really hear every note. And I'm quite into this song. One sec, I want to make one adjustment. That's not bad. That's the only tweak that I've had to do all night. No need to have the desk, and there's never a need to have your desk next to you. Put your desk out the way. Yeah, that's Steve Cherelle's tip. And let's have a sip of coffee, and I'll sing this for you now. I don't know if you're listening to me in bed or wherever you are. You might be on your own. You might be having a nice day. You might be having a difficult day, a bit emotional. This is it's just wonderful. Thank you. I'm just glad I saw it. You do it, George. I love it. And the track I found the track on iTunes. If you want to get this music, just go to iTunes, put in Stand By Me, and it's a piano piece only for singers. It's Stand By Me for singers, just on piano. Costs you 79p. This piece of music. I won't be singing it. If you give me 79p, I'll come round your house and sing it through the letterbox. I'm going to cozy up for this, if that's okay. Just for this song.
When the night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light you see. Oh, I won't be afraid, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Won't you stand right by me? 'Cause I'll be okay as long as you stand by me. If the stars that we wish upon should tumble and fall in the mountains, they should crumble to the sea, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you're standing by me. Won't you stand by me? I hope you stand by me, 'cause I know I'll be okay if you stand by me. Won't you stand by me, oh darling, stand right by me, 'cause I'll be okay if you stand by me. Darling, I'll be okay. I'll be okay if you stand by me.
Thanks for listening. I know I put a couple of extra words in there. You might think that's silly, but just with the way things are, you know, I'll be okay if you stand by me. I don't actually know the song very well. The Benny King did it, didn't he? I don't know it that well. I think, have I got the stars bit right and the crumble to the sea? Doesn't really. Sometimes songs are, when you know it roughly and you do it your way, then you hear the original and you like the way you do it better. Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe it's not better. So, question: what do you think of the show so far? Have you? Some of you have seen. Oh, hang on. Let me put the lights back on because I look a bit orange now. I look a bit like Donald Trump. There, that's better. Just wanted to cozy the mood up for that, you know. I like it in here, you know. The cats don't. They've found a little place up there, but all their little places where they lay it are gone. There's stuff on them, and they walk in here and they look around like, and they look at me like, "What are you doing?" I normally sit there. Well, that's my spot, and I like that bit. Now you've put that there, you idiot. I'm sure cats give their owners dirty looks. And they just go, pff, and then walk out and show me their arse on the way. Let's do the whole thing, and let me stretch. I need a longer spatula. I'll bring the broom in tomorrow. Good evening if you've just joined us. Where you been? You've missed the start, but don't worry. You can watch it again tomorrow. Although when you tune in, can you go back to the start? You know, like you can on a planner. Maybe you can. Me and Graham Corner, we are learning so much about Facebook Lives and streaming. We're going to get some. I'm going to get a little bit of equipment, and we're going to look at doing something on YouTube because we can broadcast in 4K. So we'd like to do that, but long as the sound's good, because that's the main thing. Has anybody fell asleep to me so far in the last couple of weeks? If you've fallen asleep to me, give me some love hearts. If anybody's fallen asleep, and I don't mind, I can put me cool glasses on. Look. Well, the night, and I got a cool hat, has come. The land is dark. You've all fallen asleep to me. What you like? Just you know why. Why you and I will by and by, knowing true love waits. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love waits. Throughout the day, how true love waits will bring us joys to share with those who really care. And sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we're gonna cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I
find no true love way. Throughout the days, how true love ways will bring us joys to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sometimes we'll cry. We'll know why. Just you and I, no true love way. No true love way. There could be whiskey in here for all you know. We know true love way. There's not whiskey in there. I don't like whiskey. Not since I got drunk on whiskey years ago on Jersey. Since then, it's all right up until that. Whiskey, lemonade and lime. Someone got me drinking that. It was a lovely drink, but absolutely deadly. I was an embarrassment. I was like Oliver Reed on stage on the Isle of Wight. I was a total embarrassment. I thought I looked fantastic and I was coherent and having a great show, but I was an absolute prat. And they never invite. I've never been back to Jersey since then. And I've never drank Jack Daniels again, in fairness. But I know people like it. I know why. It is a nice drink. So let's sing. Let's sing. Oh, this is nice. This is a good one. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made of sand, made of sand. In the wing of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. And are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have known you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. I didn't know it was the last thing on my mind. You gotta watch my thoughts tumbling round and round, round and round. Underneath my feet, the subway's rumbling. Underground, underground. And are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have known you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. I didn't know it was the last thing on my mind. You got reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, honey, don't you go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have known you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. I didn't know it was the last thing on my mind. Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. I didn't know it was the last thing on my mind. It was the last thing on my mind. We could have done a competition about what's changed in here, couldn't we? Because it was quite different at the start. We've got the hugs there, look, because if you need a hug, there's my little hugs.
A hug would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, just to chat. A row would be nice, just to have an argument with someone, just a bit of interaction. I went into, when I did get out, maybe 8 days ago, and I went into, it was my Asda's where I am, and I went in there, and I walked past someone, and I was less than 6 foot. It was bizarre, and she looked at me like I was evil, like gave me a filthy, and she sort of cowered back into like the cartons up there, like, and it was just, you know, it was bizarre. It was the look she gave me, like I'm scum. And there were some people in there with a mask on. Some are fully kitted up, and others, I mean, everybody does what they want. But it was just this dirty look this woman gave me, because I've come around the corner there, and she's looking at something. I'm not going to kiss you, love. God, chill out. Anyway, well, look, my coffee's gone cold. Here, we need to think about that. How can I keep... I haven't got one. I haven't got one under the bed, Graham. I need one of them coffee things with a plate. You know that you get that in the office? All coffee stains down it and crap on it. One of them that stays hot. That would be good. It's 20 past 11. What are you doing up this late? Goodness me. I had a shower just before I come on, you know. I thought I'd freshen myself up. You know, it's been 8 days. I have a shower once a week, whether I need it or not. What do you do? What do you do? Oh, let's have a little look. Let's have a look. Let's say a couple of hellos. Do you want one of them? Can we have a chimes? You remember? Do you remember old Steve Wright used to do, can I have a shout out? Was it a round of applause or can I have a hoo-ah? All these funny things. Maybe we could have some characters on this. Maybe we, Maybe we could have Tammy's Agonies. Maybe we could do an agony aunt thing. Tammy. You know, Tammy Wynette. And we could have Stand By Your Man. Maybe she could do that. Monica H. Thomas. There. Stand on the. This is much easier doing it on the phone. I've got the screen there to see, but this is much easier. Elaine, Andy, Gwen, hello. Claire, hello. Thank you for mentioning. Yeah, the 40th party. Some Days of Diamonds, Claire. Claire, stay there, Claire. Thanks for bearing with us. I will sing Some Days of Diamonds for you while we have a moment to think about your lovely dad, who came to so many of my gigs. I knew your dad when he was a big strapping man. He'd walk in. You was only little. He'd go, hello, Stephen. And as he got older and he became more frail, and then he would, wouldn't have the big firm handshake, and then he still came to the gigs, and then you lost Mum. And then when Dad was in the wheelchair, you would still come along, and he wouldn't say too much, and he was always very polite. And he had big hands, and I remember him, you know. And then as the years went on, he became more frail, didn't he? And then we lost Dad. But we liked Some Days of Diamonds. But the man came to the gigs, even when he was so unwell. And I suppose it's you that got him there, Claire. So, you know, thanks for all the effort, you know, for your mum and dad. And good man. We will sing Some Days of Diamonds. And if you want to have a little cry, Claire, it's okay. Okay. Lovely Ness. Vicky. Hello, Vicky. I'm getting to know Lainey Bevis. We did Take Me Home Country Roads a little while ago. Kulate Felicien. Faha. That's it. You look good, man, and that's a cool name. I do these public, so anyone can be my friend, because I think share the music, share the love. If you don't like it, you can just click somewhere else. Julie Smith. Hello, Julie. I can't. Sarah. Oh, hello, Sarah. Hello there. Anne, Neil McDonald, old McDonald, Susan Hickson, Darren Beans is watching. Tell us a joke, Steve. Tell us a joke. And when someone says that, you forget. 2 Eskimos went out for a drink, and when they came back, they couldn't find their igloo. And he said to the other one, he says, oh, bugger, I left the iron on. No, okay, all right. Karen Midwinter, loving the show. Thank you, Karen. Have the kids found the stuff rummaging around in the cupboards? That's all they do is eat. They just get your food and eat it. Mark Pitts, hello, buddy. Susan, Brenda, Chris Flavin, watch her. And we got there, Oh, What a Beautiful Song. Let's look down there. Sheila. Jane Harris is watching. Mark. Hello, Mark. Thanks for it was Mark that helped me today. Mark gave me some pointers with lights. Mark, send me another message. Are the lights good? One person said they are. I've put 2 little spots up. Mark is doing a late night. Mark A. Wright, very sexy man, does an Elvis impersonation. Lights are good. And Mark is doing a bedtime story. He's going to sit in the open fireplace with a kilt on, legs akimbo, sat back in the rocking chair, and he's going to sing you or talk to you and give you a late night story, and then he's going to sing Great Balls of Fire. I think that's a great idea, Mark. Do a late night story. I'm doing the couch thing, and the reason I'm sitting on the couch, honestly, I can't be asked to stand up. Standing up for like 4 or 5 hours, No way. Lynette, hello, Lynette. How are you doing, Lynette and John? Yours is coming up soon, isn't it? You're live, and are you doing okay with the setup? Bill Tutor, Bill, where have you been? You've been in bed as well, Bill. Get out of bed. Julie Smith, hello, Julie. That's I can just about see your face there, and you like that song. Thank you. You made him very happy. He waves, and sorry, Julie. Andy loved that song. A big thank you. That's lovely. Oh, you're at work. Okay, that's nice. Ron Bridle is there. Gwen Riley. I don't mean this to be boring, but I love to give people mentions because they're tuned in. Carol Crawford, Anne Ballinger. Good evening, Anne. Patty Johnson, Diane Matravis, Shirley Bolpert, Jack Wells, Gwen. There we go. Hello, Steve. Look, I'm not reading the messages. It will take too long, but there's just lots of nice messages. The Gambler. Okay, let's do The Gambler. What was the other one we had? Sundays of Diamonds and The Gambler. Mickey Donnelly. Victoria Knight. Victoria, we've got Callum watching and Laney's watching and you're watching. That's lovely. We're kind of together, although we're not, which is nice. I'll sing you Country Roads. Laney, let me know you're still there and I'll sing you Country Roads. Christine Gunn, John Williams, Susie Gibbs, Kenneth Mills, Jean Cooper, Peter Derrick, and we've got some of the same ones there. We go down the list. I don't know. I keep thinking I'm going to get to the end of the list. Then it just goes on. Donald's watching. So Darren and Dad are watching. I was talking about you, wasn't I, last night? Brenda Watts, love this one. Peter. Dean Smith, Deanie boy. That's a picture of, is that your dad there, Dean? Oh, is that your mum and dad, isn't it, on your profile picture? That's lovely to see. Kenneth Mills. Josh Turner. Baby, turn around and turn the lights down low. I still haven't learned it. Glynis Ward. Where have you been? You're like my mate David. You've only just got out of bed. Dale's watching. All right, Dale? I could do with that laser in here. Dale Thomas. The list goes on. We'll leave it there. I'm not moaning that you're watching. Marshall Morris. Hello, mate. How are you? You got that groovy picture on there. I said about earlier you changed your picture. Just logged on. Paul Waller has. Too funny, my brother. I done an interview with a guy in Colorado today. He saw me do this, and we got chatting, and I'm going to be on his radio show on Sunday. Sylvia Joy, Graham Corner, tired now, mate. We'll get tonight's show online tomorrow. Steve Cherelle's on YouTube. I'm on YouTube and subscribe. Graham, thank you. Have a sleep, Graham. He's my buddy from Kent. We'll have a chat in the morning. Have you got a bird in the bed, Graham? Is that why you're... Take the iPad into bed. Put me on the pillow with you. You don't have to say goodbye. Tim Gentle. Hello, Tim. You all right, mate? Pauline Pollyanna. Lorna White's on. All these new people. All the people that get up late are coming on. Yes. We want Country Roads then. Right, let's do... Remind me the request. Some Days of Diamonds. What was the other one? I need to write them down. I need to write them down. Let's just do it acoustically. When you ask, have I been here without you? Well, I like to say I've been fine, and I do. Oh, but we both know the truth is hard to come by. And if I told the truth, that's not quite true. Come on, Claire. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes hard times won't leave me alone. Sometimes the cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Now the face that I see in my mirror more and more is a stranger to me, and more I can see there's a danger in becoming what I never thought I'd be. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone.
Sometimes the hard times, they won't leave me alone. Sometimes the cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days the diamonds, some days the stone. Some days the diamonds, and some days are almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. My life was old there. It's older than the trees, younger than the mountains, and it's blowing like a breeze. You gonna sing with me, friends? Shall we? Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather around her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, and a misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, taking me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away, and I'm driving down the road. I get a feeling should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, the country roads, won't you take me home to the place where I belong? West Virginia, Mountain Mama, whoa Mama, take me home. Country road, you sing now, you sing. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, taking me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, yeah, my mama, take me home. Country road, yeah, I wanna go home down a country road. Won't you take me home down country road? Yeah. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Look, we've been on for about an hour and a half, so don't go anywhere. I'm not going to lose the feed. I'm just going to have a couple of minute break. I want to have a wee. I will wash my hands, don't worry. I'll take that off. I'm just going to grab myself a quick drink. So you can do the same, but stay there. I'll play a piece of music, and I'll be back with you in just a sec, okay? So don't go, or you can go away, but just come back in about 3 minutes.
Ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. The bit of music you're listening to there is it's Jim Horn, who is a saxophonist, flute, whistle player, and all of that. And he was in, I think he did a lot of Elvis and the Hot Band. He was with John Denver for many years. Real top player. And when Denver died, he done an album. So that's a reggae version of Country Roads, which I'll sing for my friends from the village where I am. We know we love that, don't we? So let's just say, I'm just going to have a little chat for a little while, that's all. Just say a few name checks and see what people are writing. Really good lights, Steve. Really loving the lights. Oh, The Gambler. We will do The Gambler. I need a pen and paper, really. Okay, The Gambler. Just remember The Gambler. Signing off now, Sue. We'll watch on Larry's phone later. You fall asleep. That's okay. Yeah, Chris Raddins is watching. Larry Gutter is really good lighting and sound. Cheers, mate. Cheers. I put a lot of work into that, and if it's sounding good and looking good, that's the best thing, isn't it, really? So I'm really pleased about that. The Gambler will do. Rachel Binns is watching. We've got the whole Binns family. Hang on, where's Mum? We've got Darren. Where's Mum? You're all up. My dad's watching. Well, it's not my real dad, obviously. John Seppel, my dad, he is my real dad. I know, I can see you there. Look, I can't hear you, all right, Dad? When you talk to the iPad, I can't hear you, just so you know. How's the beard coming on? My dad's going to go out as a Kenny Rogers tribute act now. It's a bit too soon, really, Dad. But yeah, so I saw him the other day with a big beard. A wonderful Steve. Claire, was that nice? It's nice, isn't it? You know, we're still thinking of people and remembering. Follow me, Bill. I can do follow me. Tell me on the request night, please. Ping it over to the request. Who's doing the raffle? We enjoy what you're doing, Steve. That makes me very happy. You know, it's good, nice for me. I like to sit and entertain. I have to entertain, and then you like to watch. So between us, if we get through a little evening. Don't forget, if you want to give me a tip, you can. You know, it's kind of, doesn't matter if it's work or not, but I'm doing it. But if you want to send me a tip, a lot of people have, and I appreciate that. It's just very good, and it's really helpful. So a lady tipped me today from the other night, bless her, and she said, Steve, this is what I'd normally pay to go in my little club. And she gave me that as a tip, which was nice, you know. But you didn't get a free raffle ticket with me, though, did you? We could do a raffle, couldn't we? Rachel Binns, we have your newest, youngest fan sitting with us and watching. She's having her last bottle before bed. And then Darren's going to have his last bottle. We tuck him up in bed. And then you can sit up late at night, Rachel, and have a couple of bottles of red wine for all the work you do. How many children you got now? You have about a child every 9-10 months. You bang one out. Not bang or punch one out, whatever the word is. Tonight's winning raffle number is blue, number 89. 2 numbers out, 2 numbers. Because Graham used to manage a bingo hall for, God, how many years? And that ended, Graham, but it would have ended now anyway, wouldn't it? You know? I wonder whether a lot of these places that end won't come back, you know? They'll close and it just will be too much effort to get the people back. A lot of businesses will probably shut down and not open. You know, like little cafes and little bars where they've struggled and then it's closed, and then to open is going to cost sort of $3 or $5 grand to get the place stocked up. I saw a bit of video in a pub of someone pouring all the beer away, and it was just heartbreaking, you know. They were emptying all because the beer's gone off after a couple of weeks, and just, where do you get your money back for all that stock? And then you've got to restock, haven't you? All these things. You never thought you'd think about these things, but we do now. I'll have the wine. I'll be back soon. Hi, Steve. Can you play back? We've already done Back Home Again. We've done it earlier. You'd have to get in earlier. Bernie Keith. I'll do it on Wednesday. Put it. If you want a song play, can you please put it on the request? Just request me to my messenger. I've got a list of about 15 so far. I'll add it and I will do all of the songs as long as I know the song on Wednesday, which is all requests. And I think we'll start that at 8 o'clock, I think, on Wednesday. We'll bring it forward an hour because we've got lots of them. So please put it on there, Derek, and I'll do that. Do you know any Joe Diffie songs? I know I don't. Someone asked me last night for that twice, and I didn't know why, but then I realised that he passed away from the virus. Joe Diffie is a country music, bit of a rough one, wasn't he? Bit of a hardcore one. And someone said to me that John Prine is also poorly. Now I forgot the songs again. So we said The Gambler, didn't we? Let's get back to the music, shall we? I just like to catch up with those, and so the lights are on. Good. We said The Gambler. What else did we say? We said The Gambler, and before The Gambler, though, simple sentiment in this song. Let's hope everything's going to be all right. Don't worry.
about a thing. Every little thing gonna be alright. Don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, look at the morning sun. Three little birds on my doorstep, singing a sweet song, the melody pure and true. This is my message to you, singing don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright now. Singing don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright now. I rise up this morning and I look at the morning sun. There's three little birds on my doorstep, just singing a sweet song, melody pure and true. This is my message to you, singing don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright now. Singing don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright now. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright now. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. It's not easy to play that, you know? Every little thing. Chimes are easier. Dun, 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 don't worry. Are you worried? Did you see the thing today? We're going to be in for quite a while, aren't we, possibly? And I suppose when you think about it, when everything's closing, like everything's closing down, it can't just also, oh, Monday, yeah, okay, right, everybody out, off we go. It's massive of stuff to do to get things, you know, turned on and all that again. You know what, Dale? Hello, Dale. I'm going to just sing you back home again. I sang it earlier, so what? Then people are probably in bed now, and if you're not, you won't mind it again. There's a storm across the valley, and the clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the four lane. It's a mile or more away. The whining of his wheels makes him colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire and it's softly burning. The supper's on the stove. The light in your eyes keeps me warm. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again. And all the time that I can lay this tired old body down, feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. The sweetest thing I know of, spending my life with you. little things made our house a home. Like a fire when it's burning, yeah, the supper's on the stove. Oh, the love hearts. The light in your eyes, well, that keeps me warm. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Said, hey, it's so good, hey, to be back home again. That's for you, Dels. And obviously, your work's gone as well, hasn't it, Del? Del's a DJ friend of mine. I know you work in the day as well. But that nice bit of DJing, it's ended as well, isn't it? So there we are. Let's have a little gander. Just want to have a little bit of a drink, really. I think I want to have a little sweet and a little drink. We've been on now. We've been going an hour and 45 minutes. So I can't go on much longer because I've got to pack away and I've got a long drive tonight because I've got to get back. It's really hard to get here. My friend done 4,000 steps today. I'm so proud of themselves. And they went, how many have you done? I went, hang on. I said 12. I went from up there to down here to the kettle and back. And I went, hang on, let it refresh. No, it's 26. It's probably up to about 35 now. I tell you what, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. You just know that that's so full of like additives and that, because nothing actually naturally tastes like that. It's a good taste, but you just know that's manufactured. Every bad E number in the world is in that, I reckon. But it just tastes so good. You get them little miniature cans, don't you? So if you don't want the whole can, I always end up just having 2 of them. I don't know why I bother buying them. Danny Lawrence, welcome along, Danny. And Donald Gaynor, good to have you with us. Lovely, lovely. Richard Brown, we've got to do the gambling yet. Sam Jones is on. Hi, Sam. I was thinking about your show, what you do on your big show, as a way of getting the acts to come on and without it being interrupted. I was thinking about it a lot, about, you know, how to get it going. I did message Glenn, but Glenn said he's not the technical person. You are. You're the governor. So if you want to talk to me tomorrow about that. Sharon Manley, nice to see you. Nice to see this. Oh, Johnny Trump, you can't really drink stuff like that because no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't warn you about the remote, did I? No. Okay. Right, let's go back to where's my Facebook there? Okay, so I can see the picture there, nice and clear coming through. So we're going to sing the Gambler. Was there another request? I can't remember. Let's do this first, then we do the Gambler. This is a nice little waltz for you. This is Jim Reeves' song. This is the Elvis Presley version. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Yeah, baby, 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 baby. Let's pretend that we're together, you and I all alone. Put the old electric guitar on, Cherelle. I'll tell the man, turn the jukebox way down low. Gotta get warmed up. Your friend there with you, he's gotta go. You can't say the words I wanna hear while you're with. Do you want me? Answer yes or no, 'cause I'll understand. Tell your friend there with you, he's gotta go. say the words I wanna hear while you wait another man. I can see the hearts. Do you want me? Answer yes or no, darling. I'll understand. Pretty sweet lips, a little closer to the phone. God, that's a lot. Let's pretend that we're together. I need a little hook for that so that can go there. All alone. Someone loves me. Who's that? That's John. I tell the man to turn the jukebox. Tell your friend they're with you. You tell your friend they're with you. He's gotta go. Now, those of you that know me, I don't really play electric guitar, but I do. This is a really nice one. I am. Oh, hang on. That's my little pedal. Then it's got round the wrong way. There we are. And this is just. It's called a PRS Custom Artist, which is a really nice, and it's what the Eagles play. And I love the sound of the Eagles. So back in the days when I had lots of gigs and had a few quid, I invested in one of these, and I love it very. It's a lovely guitar. So I'm just going to do a couple of songs. I'm not very. I wish I was good. I wish I was like Steve Curtis or Lee Hodgson or Stephen Smith or who's my other friend? Adam, yeah. Just these great players about. But I have a little go. So I don't do many notes, but I just try to do the right notes. So let's do the Gambler. I need to tune it first though. So bear with. You can get to hear the tuning of the guitar. And the great thing about this guitar, it's electric guitar, so it's got the square pickups, but it's also got a bridge pickup. It's called a pezzo or something, pizza. So you change a switch and it turns these pickups off and it turns the bridge pickup, and then you have an acoustic guitar. And the pickup system in this is the same as what's in my Taylor acoustic guitar. I think that sounds better, the Taylor, but it's got the hole and it's, and it's designed for that. But for an electric guitar to sound really good is because of the electrics, and it does sound pretty damn close. See? Can you hear that? Sounds lovely. Sounds lovely here. Right, so let's have a little sip of me diet. I wish I had a bottle of vodka. Oh, what's in our... Oh, last orders at the bar is 10 to 12. Oh. Quick, get us a quick one in, John. Get us a large one, go on. You ain't got to drive, we're staying upstairs. This morning, just for a bit of fun, did you see the picture on Facebook? I got up and I came in and I'd done myself really a lovely cup of coffee. I'd done toast with all that, and I'd served it like I was in a hotel. I'd done my lovely brown toast and with the jam and the Lurpak, and then I put it on. And then people were telling me that I hadn't spread the butter properly. The jam was all wonky. It was funny. I love a bit of Facebook's great in it with this going on. I know some of it's a bit crappy on there and some people moaning and that, but I read a post last night and I just put on there, I wrote on there a total load of, it said, it's a drink warm water, every 20 minutes, and every time you come in from anywhere, have a full shower and take all your clothes off and boil wash them. And this prat had put it on there really long, and it said I copied this, and I'd watched in the day a doctor come on the news channel and said we just want to start getting rid of some of these myths. Warm water does nothing, and gargling salt water does nothing. I mean, come on. If warm water and salt water, they'd do it in the hospitals, wouldn't they? Oh, hello, gargle the salt water, off you go. But this prat's put it on there, and then people might read it, think, it's on Facebook, and then they might be washing their clothes ridiculously. It's just idiots putting things on there, when they don't know. And, yeah.
Good evening to you all, wherever you are. Good evening. If you've just stopped by, Doug Patterson's. Hello, Doug. How you doing, mate? I'll have one for you. That'd be nice, wouldn't you? Little old wine drinking me. Okay, so let's do Andy Arizona. Let's do a little old wine drinking me. I have been practicing on the guitar. Steve, you are awful. I can't go to bed. You're so good. Oh, that worried me then. Steve, you're awful. You can go to bed. Can't you take me with you? Oi, pack that up, right? Just because we're in quarantine, whatever it is, behave yourself, Annie Hicks. Can't you take the iPad there? If you do have to go to sleep, I understand. You can just pick up and watch it again, can't you? Yeah. So, Peter, sort her out, will you, Peter? Get round there. Can you sing Little Old Wine Drinking Me? You want a slow gin? I love slow gin. My friend Annie makes slow gin. Lydia O'Dowd is watching. Hello, Lydia. That's a nice photo. I can only see. That's lovely. Shirley above you. That. I take it that's your dog, is it? That looks like a little. Because the pictures are only small. That's a nice picture. Sharon Manley's there. I can see the picture. Sam's there. Wish my eyes were better. I'm sort of half blind. EAD GBE. What's that? Oh yeah. That's the tuning, isn't it? So what did we just say? What was the song? My instant memory is hopeless. Little Old Wine Drinking Me and The Gambler. Right, let's do The Gambler first. I'll tell you what we can do with that. Hang on. So what I've done, I've just pushed there's a little pedal there where you can get the echo like that. Can you hear that? So when you do that, that will repeat that. So that I'll have a go at this. That might sound quite effective. So. On a warm summer's evening, the train bound for nowhere, I met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. So we took turns in staring at the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he commenced to speak. He said, son, I've made life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way that they held their eyes. If you don't mind me saying, say you're out of aces. If you give me some of your whiskey, I'll give you some of my advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette, he asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet. His face lost all expression. And if you're gonna play the game, boy, then learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window. He crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the night, the gambler, he broke even. And in his final words, found an ace I'm gonna keep. 'Cause every gambler knows that the secret to surviving, you gotta know when to throw away, you gotta know just what to keep. And every hand's a winner, every hand's a loser. And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
You gotta know when to run, don't you count your money. When you're sitting at my table, there'll be time enough for counting. The deal is done. Time enough for counting. The deal is done. That sounded quite good. I don't really use, the effects and all that, but that kind of sounded. I thought that sounded all right, Oh, I got an itchy head. Maybe the cat's been sitting in my hat, and it's given. I'm still forgetting things. Thanks for sharing. You can still share the page if you want. So if you share, you might pick up a few more people that are sitting at home, maybe on their own or a bit lonely. They might be fed up with watching TV. Did you see the poster on my wall today of the gig? Of the show, that like the festival with all the things. You've got Netflix and the Prime. It's all top of the bill. If you look on my Facebook wall, it's show like a festival, but it's all the things you do indoors. It's really funny. Thanks for the love hearts, everybody. Thank you very much indeed. That makes me feel nice. Good. Gillian, where have you been, Gillian? Well, I was going, but the Gambler was awesome, so I've stayed. That sounds good, doesn't it, Graham? Is that coming through? Should we do a couple of? Do you want me to sing you a couple of... If you want to hear me sing some songs that you wouldn't normally hear me sing, I mean, never, just give me some love hearts, and I'll make a decision. I know quite a lot of funky songs. I don't sing them around the country music clubs, but... Okay, you're going to stay. You're going to hang around, are you? We're down. We're not. I know people have to go to bed. I'm not going to bed because I don't sleep. I get in bed and I get back up again. It's no bloody good, is it? It don't work like that. Should we do a couple of? All right, I'll sing you a couple of really good songs. Anybody in their 40s and 50s? We've got a lot of love there. Hang on then. 40s and 50s. It's not in that little batch. If you like this song, love hearts now. If you love this song. Do you know it? Gotcha. Well, I only knew you for a while. Never saw your smile till it was time to go. Time to go away.
Time to go away.
Sometimes it's hard to recognize what comes as a surprise. Yeah, and it's too late. It's just too late to stay. It's too late to stay. Love never ends. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. I can see your love hearts. Because the friendship that you gave has taught me to be brave. No matter where I go, I never find a better prize. Though you may be miles away, I see you every day. You don't have to try. I just close my eyes. I close my eyes. Love never ends. We'll always be together, however far it seems. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. We'll always be together. We'll always be together.
keep fit to that. That would be a good keep fit song. I tell you, if you like that, you'll love this. I tell you. Let's get away from country music, shall we? Share it. We'll get some new people on the firm now. I'm looking in your eyes to see a paradise. This world we found is too good to be true. Standing right beside you, I want so much to give you. This love in my heart, I'm feeling for you. Let's say we're crazy, I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby, don't you look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Maybe we can make it if we're heart to heart. Do you know what you're sing? And we can build this thing forever, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Let this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. And nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now. I'm so glad I found you, I'm not gonna lose you. Whatever it takes, I will stay here with you. Through the good times and see it through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do. They can say we're crazy, I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby, don't you look back. Let the world around us come on fall apart. We're gonna make it if we're heart to heart. Do you know it? And we can. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now. Nothing's gonna stop us. Build this dream forever, build this strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now. I wasn't really playing that guitar solo on that. That was on the track. I wish I could play to that. I mean, I play the acoustic, okay, but God, I wish I could. I'd love to do that. We're getting there. So I can't. And let's do one more from that era, shall we? That's it. There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction, and I'm a man who just don't know how to say a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go, oh, oh. Come, a chameleon, red go mango. You come and go, oh,
And loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Did you hear the words every day? It used to be so sweet. I heard you say that my love was an addiction. 'Cause when you go, if love is wrong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string me along. You string me along. You sing, come, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Oh, love will be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green, green. And every day is like survival. You're my lover, you're not my rival. And again, every day is like survival. You're my lover, you're not my rival. I'm a man without conviction, and I'm a man who just don't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go. Oh, oh. Come, 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 chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Come, 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 chameleon. You come and... I can see my cat outside. What's he doing? I think he's having a scrap. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. I'm just going to go and check my cat. I think it looks like he's rolling around with something out there. Let me play this. Hang on. And I'll go and check. It's all right, everything's okay. It's just they're fighting amongst themselves. They was rolling around. I could see them there, worrying. Ba 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 ba. Brown-eyed girl, you, brown-eyed girl. Sha la 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 la. You sing, you sing. Sha la 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 yo. Bom bom. Now that I'm on my own, they're gone there. Look. You never know whether a fox has got them or something, do you? Okay, we're back on, everybody.
all hanging on there, thinking, what's going on? Listening, turning it up, listening. What's going on? What can we hear? What can we hear? Right, let's get me glasses. We're going to sing something from Little Old Wine Drinker Me in a sec. Because I remember that I said I'd do that. Catch you tomorrow, Peter. Mix of songs. Troy Knocker's watching. Hello, Troy. Love the show, Steve, but the Sandman is calling Sunday night. See you tomorrow. That's fine. Steve, have you gone over to the dark side? Arthur James is watching. I do like Together in Electric Dreams. And I went to see Boy George at Wembley year before last with my friend. She had a spare ticket. And it was really good. He was fantastic. Well, it's gone midnight, Sam, you know, so I'm on my time now, you know. When I'm with you, we do the country, but I just thought, should I try a few other songs? And it's all right. But the version of Come a Chameleon was the country version, which Sean O'Farrell does. Oh, sorry. It's coming out in the cold. Oh, we got more. Oh, sorry. Steve J's watching. How you doing, Steve J? You must have done one of these now, Steve, I would have thought. I'm sure you have. Right, I'm back on that. See, jumping. Oh, that is good for the steps, though. That means I've done about another 30 steps, doesn't it? So that's good. Right, let's come out of this then. Now, let's go back to here. Let's sing it. Should we do a bit of U2? Should we have a little cheeky U2 song? Let's find it now. Hang on. Hang on, where is that then? That's the trouble, trying to find songs on the quick, innit? Together in Electric Dreams, we did that.
I climb the highest mountain, I run through the fields, only to be with you, only to be with you. And I run, and I crawl, I scale these city walls, I'm still running, but I still ain't found what I'm looking for. But I ain't found what I'm looking for. I've kissed honey lips, felt the healing in her fingertips. It burns like fire, this burning desire. And I spoke with eternal angels, and I held the hand of the devil. It was warm in the night, but I was cold as a stone. But I still ain't found what I'm looking for. But I still ain't found what I'm looking for. I believe kingdom come, that all roads lead to one. They bleed into one, but you know I'm still running. You broke the bonds, you loosed the chains, carried the cross out of my shade. of my shame. And you know I believe it. Yeah, but I still ain't found what I'm looking for. I still ain't found what I'm looking for. I still ain't found what I'm looking for. Ain't found. To do with that, I need to restring that guitar tomorrow. It's not been strung in probably maybe over a year, and we'll have a go at that. We'll have a go at that tomorrow. So good evening to you. If you've just joined us, thank you for coming along. Thanks for popping along, Stevie J and a few others that have popped along. We've been on for a couple of hours. We've been doing that. Is that all right? Should we do them? I'd like to sing you this actually. This has got a country music connection. It's a Green Day song, but it was Glenn Campbell did a version of this about 12 years ago. That's better. Turning point, a fork stuck in a road. Time grabs you by the hand and leads you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's just a lesson learned in life. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take a photograph, still framing your mind. Hang 'em on a wall, in good health and good time. Tattoo the memory of a dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth it all the while. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. Hope you had the time of your life. Unpredictable. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time takes you by the hand and it leads you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's just a lesson, and a lesson learned in life. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Time of your life. Time of your life. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Ooh. Time of your life. La 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 la. Time of your life. Time of your life. The time of your life. And I hope you had the time of your life. Well, that's just a few alternative songs. There are a few different ones. I think I've lost a bit of the audience, but I know it's getting late. We've gone down to 3,000 people are now watching.
If only. Let's bring it back a little bit. Maybe it's just got a little bit lively for everybody. Let's change that, shall we?
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my life with laughter. Did you know that you make things better? You ease my troubles, that's what you do. The morning sun, all the glory, reach the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter, you make things better, ease my troubles, it's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine like the sun. At the end of the day, we should give thanks and prayer to the one, to the one. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine like the sun. At the end of the day, we should give thanks and prayer to the one, to the one. Told you lately that I love you. Told you there's no one else above you. You fill my life with laughter, and you make things better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. You fill my life with laughter, you make everything better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. My troubles, that's what you do.
Good love song. We went right up then in viewers. Look, we've got a few more viewers back. Look, I said ages ago I was going to do Little Old Wine Drinker Me. There's a little medley with that in.
I'm praying, rain in California, where the grapes will grow, they can make more wine. You like this one, Jill? I'm sitting in a honky in Chicago, with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. Yes, the man behind the bar for the jukebox, and the music takes me back to old Tennessee. Then the ass used to fool in the corner, crying, little old wine drinking me. I'm so alone, my love, without you. You're part of everything I do. When you come back and you're beside me, these are the words I'll say to you. Sing along, you sing along, come on, friends. Welcome home, welcome. Come on in and close the door. You've been gone too long. Welcome, yeah, you're home once more. Hey, this is a good one. I want you to tell me why you walked out on me. I'm so lonesome every day. I want you to know that since you walked out on me, that nothing seems to be the same old way. Why don't you think about the love that burns within my heart for you? All the good times we had before you went away from me. So walk right back to me this minute. Bring your love to me, don't you send it. 'Cause I'm so lonesome every day. Walk right back to me this minute. Bring your love to me, don't you send it. I'm so lonesome every day. You know that I'm so lonesome every day. Da 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 da. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Good stuff, good show. Sound like an old smoker, don't I, with that cough? There we are. I'm just turning my reed. That's my little pedals down there that turn things off. Well, I'm going to sing you a couple of more songs. We're below 30 viewers now. But then if I was in a pub singing and there was 30 people left, I'd keep singing. So, and you stayed up. So I shouldn't really stop because there's just 30, should I? Because we're not together. If you're watching, then you're watching. You don't know whether I could say there's 1,000 watching. There might be. I haven't done anything on the piano tonight. Do you know why? Because I can't be bothered. I don't mind doing it, but so let's just say a little couple of hellos. Then we're going to do a few more songs, and then we'll probably do a few more songs. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? It just makes me laugh. There's probably people out there watching and, oh, this is so boring, and they go. Then they go off and do something for an hour, like go and watch an episode of Casualty, or go and do a bit of cleaning, put the washing on, get it all on the radio. It's come back, click on, and they go, he's still on. He's still on. That Cherelle bloke. It was good to sing a few of them 80s songs, wasn't it? I forgot I knew them. They're in there. We've got to keep it a bit of variety, you know. But we always get requested the same songs, the country roads and that. Well, I got a lot of what I do get some of the words wrong. In fairness, Bill, if you know the songs, I do drop some clangers. Deb Aldis, she's just got out of bed, so she's up. Linda's off to bed now. Good night to you. And Barbara's tuned in as well. Hello, Barbara. So yeah, I would say Sarah's watching. Yeah, good to talk to you yesterday, Sarah. I was like, Deb's up. Deb, I could murder one of your cheese and pickle sandwiches. They were so nice. Is it Iden, Brian? What is that? I'm not sure what that means. A great wee medley singing along. Oh, that's nice, Carol. Yeah, great wee little medley there. Little medley, little bit of music there.
I don't know. I think that's Sean O'Farrell as well. Did that little medley? I think so. I think he did.
Oh, moon, river, wider than a mile, crossing your style someday. Your heartbreaker, you're a dream maker. Wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters, and we're off to see the world. Such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend. Huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. We're two drifters, and we're off to see the world. There's such a lot of world out there to see, and we're after the same old rainbows and waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. It's a good song, isn't it? That's the Rod Stewart. That's the Rod Stewart version of that little cracker. It's a real good little tune there. We've got a few more people coming on there. Look, good evening to you. And if it's your first time with me, I'm Steve Cherelle, and singer. I've got a little setup in my man cave, and I've converted this over. So thanks for stopping along. I'll do shows through the week, and as long as this goes on, it could go on for some time. It's good to get to know you and get familiar with this setup. So thank you. You can join me on YouTube. If you want to do that, I've got a couple of CDs which you can download. I've got the tip jar there. At the top, you'll see the little link. If you want to give me a little tip, people do that, which is really nice. That's kind of you. I like that. And what else is there? And spread the word. You can share this with people. Or if you can't see it, or you can click on tomorrow and watch it tomorrow. That's all right, isn't it? Can't grumble with that. Modern day country music love song. Know it in the morning, know it in the evening, know it when the sun goes down, when the moon rises. Something inside me says gonna love her for a while. In the cool breeze, see it in the autumn leaves, hear it in a softer sound. Everybody's playing same sweet song, singing. I'm gonna love her for a while. It isn't any good at making sense, something I can never comprehend. I'd only be a fool to try. There's not a single bit of doubt, everything I needed to find out just found me, and now I know down inside me. Know it in the morning, know it in the evening, know it when the sun goes down. When I'm dreaming, get some kind of feeling, I'm gonna love her for a while. There isn't anything left to confess, everything I needed to express. Got my peace of mind. Sometimes I struggle to believe, but when I look around and see what's all around me, and now I know down inside me. I know it in the morning, I know it in the evening, know it when the sun goes down. Even when the rises, something inside me says I'm gonna love her for a while. I'm gonna love her for a while.
This is a bit of a newer country music song. Nice sentiment and nice idea in this song. This is called "Most People Are Good." And I first saw Glenn Rogers. It was about a year ago. Glenn was up in Great Yarmouth with us, doing one of the festivals, and he'd done the lunchtime spot. And I don't think this song was very old. And he sang it, and I just thought, what a lovely idea for a song. It's called "Most People Are Good." I think it's a Luke Bryan song. So it's good to see you do that, Glenn. I found a little track for it. I'd sing it for you.
I believe kids ought to stay kids as long as they can. Turn off the screen, go climb a tree, get dirt on their hands. I believe you gotta forgive and make amends. You don't get a second chance to make old friends. And I believe in working hard for what you got, even if it don't add up to a hell of a lot. I believe most people are good, most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. And I believe that a Friday night is better on a knee on a stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe the streets of gold are worth the world. Still wanna go, even if they're made of dirt. And I believe that youth is spent well on the young. There's wisdom in your teens would be a lot less fun. And I believe if you just go by the nightly news, where your faith in all mankind would be the first thing that you lose. I believe most people are good. Most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. And I believe that a Friday night is better on a knee on a stadium lights. I believe you love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe the days go slow and years go fast, and every breath, the first one to the last. I believe most people are good. Most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe that Friday nights are better on a knee on a stadium lights. I believe you love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. Most people are good. It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I say, darling, you look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everyone turns to see the beautiful lady walking around with me. And then she asks me, do you feel alright? And I say, yeah, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light that's in your eyes. Wonder of it all, 'cause you don't realize how much that I love you. It's time to go home now. Got an aching head. I gave her the car keys. Helps me to bed, and then I tell her, she takes off her tights. I say, darling, you were wonderful. Darling, you were wonderful. Yeah, darling, you were wonderful. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly. And time can do so much. Are you still mine? Would you dance? They asked you to dance. Would you run and never look back? Would you cry You saw me crying. Hold me in your arms tonight. Would you tremble if I touched your lips? Would you laugh? Please tell me this. Am I in too deep? Lost my mind. Hold me in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. And I can kiss away the pain. And I will stand by you forever. Because you take my breath away. Because you take my breath away. It's a working man I am, and I've been down underground. Swear to God, if I never see the sun for any length of time, I can hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground. At the age of 16 years, he quarreled with his peers. They vowed they'd never see another one. In the dark recess of the mind, where you age before your time, the coal dust lies heavy on your lungs. But it's a working man I am. I've been down underground. I swear to God, I never see the sun, or for any length of time, hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground. I bless the day I found you, and I want to stay around you. And so I beg you, just let it be me. Don't take this heaven from one. And if you must cling to someone, then now and forever, just let it be me. Just let it be me. Ooh. All my bags are packed and ready to go. Standing here outside your door, here to wake you up and say goodbye. Dawn is breaking, it's early morn. Taxi's waiting, blowing his horn. I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me you wait for me. Hold me and don't let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't think I'm coming back again. Babe, I hate to go. Now the time's come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you, close your eyes. I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come. I won't have to leave alone. About the times that I won't have to say, well, kiss me, smile for me, tell me you wait for me, hold me, promise you won't let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Babe, I hate to go.
I love those little medleys. Oh, hang on. There we are. Got all these buttons to press. That was nice, that was it? A little bit of acoustic playing. Has anybody nodded off while that was going on? It's all right if you fall asleep, you know. I suppose I'm a little bit tired. I just don't sleep a lot, you know. I like most of the population, but it doesn't bother me. I refuse to allow sleep to sort of, whether I sleep or not, to upset me. If I'm awake, I get. If I'm tired, so be it. I just can't be, you know, you sit in bed and you're banging, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. I can't be doing that. So let's sing. Let's wrap it up with this little song. And if you go crazy and scream and shout and, you know, go, we love you, Steve, and I see some love hearts, and I'll do an encore after this. Oh, so we just see if anybody's tuned in. It was on about the 120s earlier, which was great. I watched someone earlier. They had 600 people watching. It's really good, you know, that someone can be, obviously, we know different people, and I'm quite new to all this Facebook thing, but it's just if there's a few people watching, it's great, you know. And thank you for your tips. A few people tipped me last night. Don't tip me by paying me back £10 you owe me. But if you want to give me a tip, I'll appreciate that, and it'll be great, and thank you, and I'm happy to sing for you. That's what I do for a living, isn't it? This is what I've done for years. It's my living. So if you want to give me a tip, you paypal.me/SofaShow. That's me. It's at the top of the thing. Yeah, and follow me on YouTube. I'm putting all these on YouTube, and if I can get a few viewers on there, a few members, then I can broadcast from there as well. It's just about building up this whole new world, isn't it? So when I was looking in the clock then, because it was 00:55, 5 to 1, when you look in that clock in the mirror, it looked like 10 o'clock, 22:00, but it was 00:55. You with me? So I thought, bloody hell, what's the time? Cratwee Medley, Andrew Robert Brown. Let's have a little look on here. Where's the... is that the one there? So I might be hats off. I'm just looking at these comments there. Look, it's 3 hours we've been on. Andrew Robert Brown is on. Hello, Andrew. Good, nice to see you. Carol, great wee medley, yes. Bill Tutor, good night, Steve. Bill's off now. Oh, I think we're there. So I think my comments are live and up to date, aren't they? Are they live? Yeah. What you all doing up this hour? I'm gonna have a bowl of Frosties in a minute. I'm gonna sing a couple of more songs, and that's what I'm gonna do. I might leave the camera on. You can sit and eat them with me if you want. So I sang this last night, and this is it's a little medley that I've worked on. And I'm doing it at the end because I'm sort of getting used to it, you know, how good it is and if I like it and that. And what I've done, I've taken 3 songs that I like. I like the song Old Lang Syne very much. I love Old Lang Syne. I know we only do it one night a year, but it's a simple song, but it really just makes me feel good because it's always at that happy time. Old Lang Syne, Amazing Grace, I like. I've sung that tonight. And a friend of mine wrote a song called Special Absent Friends, which is about all the people that aren't here. So they're 3 songs that I really like, but they fit together with the same chord arrangement. The chords are exactly the same in each of the songs. So I've kind of put them together in a little medley. I've just done it a couple of times, and it's just very nice, you know. And I hope you like this. But the bit at the end is very uplifting because it's Old Lang Syne, and wherever you hear that, it just reminds you of that big party night. But no one ever sings it anywhere else. So I'll leave you with this song, and at the end I'm going to put my phone there, and if we get some love hearts, I'll take the love hearts as a round of applause. All right? So that's there. And I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, I think. We've been together a few hours now. I didn't even think I was going to do one today, but I was chatting to someone in Colorado on the phone, and he's a big Denver fan, and they're 7 hours before, so they're just probably having their tea now. And I said I'll sing a few songs, and I love to sing. So thanks for coming into my little man cave, in my little place, and I should do one more of them. I'm going to get a long stick for these. I love the chimes. I'm going to put these on for this. We spoke about the headphones earlier, didn't we? What the headphones do. Really good. give me it right in my ears, and I'll get the balance just as best I can. So for me, Steve Cherelle, I bid you a good evening's sleep and a nice day tomorrow, whether you're going to work and doing something or whether you're just off and you're at home doing what most of us are doing. Start that again, sorry.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fear relieved. And how precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. The time has come to say goodnight. The Savior road must end to the ones who care and are always there, our special absent friends. So raise your hands to absent friends. The Savior road must end. Yeah, but they'll always be there in our hearts, our special absent friends. For the sake of old anxiety, you sing. For old anxiety, my dear. For old anxiety, we'll take a cup of kindness, yes, for the sake of old anxiety. We love you so, our special absent friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your company tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you. There we are. Oh, how lovely! Look, I'm seeing that as claps. I'm seeing that as claps. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. I know it's a bizarre way we're working, but I really enjoy it. Now, I'm doing these pretty much every day, and I'm really getting the feel of it and accepting that you're not in the room, but you are watching, and I'm learning to use the equipment. So let's just look at the last bit of this, and I'll end with the song that I'm always going to end with the same song. While this is going on, I think it's a little cheerful song. So let's just have a look. See if we've got to say goodnight to anybody. Is that Isel? Dürkensova is watching. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Hello to you. Night and thanks for a lovely night. Margaret Goring.
Carol Crowford, thanks for another nice night. I enjoyed your singing. Thank you very much. Nessie, thank you. I got your message last night. Thanks for a lovely night again. What am I going to do now? You're feeling... It's only 1 o'clock. I can leave it on if you just want to sit there. I'll go and get a cup of tea and just sit. Do you want to sit there or not? Maybe you'll be bored with that. Sue Pelham, thanks for a lovely entertaining. Makes me cry, does it? Not Weetabix. Yeah, you just got you a beer. Oh, you got me a beer in my PayPal. Oh, thanks, Del. Oh, yes. Yeah, so if you want to give me a tip, you could give me the cost of a beer, couldn't you? Or half a lager in my little. If you want to give me a tip, I don't mind. I'm happy to do this, but it all helps, you know. If you're having a nice time, we ain't paying to go out, are we? You know. Good night, Stevie. Andrew. Good night to you. A nice little medley there. So I think we've got all the messages. Thank you very much, Jill. That's lovely, Jill. Thank you. Good stuff. So, well, pretty much the dozen or so people that there. You're the ones that are there. I can see the people listening. I know that a lot of us don't sleep, so well, I'll sing you this song. Do you want me to just leave it running? Should I just? It doesn't cost anything, does it? You know, we'll do this song and we call that an end of the show. But then I'll just leave it on because I don't like the thought of anyone being on their own because it's just a bit crap, isn't it? I've been in those horrible places, and if you're just a bit, when I turn off, if that makes you think, oh, I don't like that thought. That's horrible. That's a horrible thought. So I'll leave it on. All right. Should I do the after show thing? There was a couple of times I did the after show. I go out, I put my jeans on, my other jeans and a baggy top, and I just come and sit back in, and we put the lights different, you know, and we just sit and. Should we do that? Should we do the after show? Give me some hearts if you wanted me to sit and do a little after show. We're just all right. Let me leave you with this song. Now I'll sing this for my dear friend, my close, lovely friend Victoria, because we just love this song. And I have a friend called Maria in Southend, and she loves this with her daughter. It's their little song. There we are. Okay, so we've got a few love hearts. I'll just leave the camera on then. All right, you won't be seeing me naked or anything, but I'll leave that on. So this is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the little medley of acoustic songs. I think that's really nice to do that. It's groovy, you know. So let's put the capper where it needs to be. And thanks, Del. And well done on staying up, Del. But then we're used to being up, aren't we, Del? When you're DJing and that, we're doing gigs until this time, and then we're driving home. You know, it's lovely to see fellow musicians on here. If anybody needs any tips on how to set this up, I can help you with that. You basically need a load of old tat. This is nice. Why don't you, when we do this, I'll put a song on. Why don't we all go and make a cup of tea? How about that? Should we all just make a cup of tea? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll put the kettle on. I'm going to make a cup of tea, get a packet of crisps, put my jumper on, and then I'll come and sit back down and we can just hang out for a bit. Is that all right? I'm not pissed. Like sometimes when I get drunk, I sit up all night doing that, but I'm not. You won't get me confessing all my sins. I'll leave you with this song. This is the end of the show, and we'll do the little chit-chat after.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. I'll always love you, 'cause you make me happy. And you know so much I wish you felt the same. And if you leave me, you find yourself another, you'll regret it all someday. Everybody sing, come on. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Thanks very much. Thanks for coming to the show. Thank you very much. It's a safe journey home. Can you please be quiet as you leave the building because we've got the neighbours. So that's the main thing. So let's crack that off. Do the same. Go and make a cup of tea, and then we'll kind of be together while we have a cup of tea. Does that sound crazy, or is that all right? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my glass out. I'm going to get this off because I feel a little bit... Put something more... I'm going to go and slip into something loose. Yeah. If only... Oh, I'll tell you, look, while I do that, hang on, look, while we do that, if I put some,
You look so lonesome. I see you are feeling blue. Ain't no use in staying at home. I know what you should do. Come on over to my place. Oh, hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Baby, come on over tonight. Now you don't need the address to find out where we'll be. 'Cause you can't help but hearing the music halfway down the street. So baby, come on over to my place. Come on, we're having a party. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Baby, come on over tonight. When we get tired of dancing, things start getting slow. That's the real best part of the evening, to turn the lights down low. So baby, come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Baby, come on over tonight. Come on over to my place. Hey, you. We're having a party. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Oh, baby, won't you come on over tonight? Yeah. Come on over to my place. Hey, you. We're having a party. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Oh, baby, won't you come on over? Yeah.
come on over to my place. How do you do what you do to me?
I wish I knew. If I knew how you do it to me, I'd do it to you. How do you do what you do to me?
I wish I knew. Two.
Wish I knew
I have to have the mic because you won't hear me otherwise. It's a bit too bright, that is. I've just darkened up. The camera makes me look fat. I'm really skinny, but when I put that on, it makes me look really fat. It's out of order. It's the camera, it's not me. Right, what we got here then? Need a cuppa after that sing-along. Yeah, we do, don't we? You got one. It's been lovely listening to you, Steve. Thank you once again for playing my request for Dad. It would be singing in heaven. And you've sent me a little tip. Thank you. I'm more than happy to receive your tips. We pay to go in the clubs, don't we, and all that. And, you know, if you can't afford it, then that's all right. But if you want to send me a couple of quid, you can. I don't mind. It's like if I was out singing for you and you bought me a beer, that'd be lovely. I remember singing the chorus of that when I was young. That's the thing with that, Gillian, that song. Everybody does. We associate normally like nans and granddads, isn't it? So that's probably an old war song. I might even be older than that. You're going to have a nut. See, I wish I had some bloody vodka. I done my bottle the other night and I didn't think to get supplies of alcohol because I don't drink at home. I drink out, but I don't really drink at home. So I've got a couple of bottles of Prosecco, that awful stuff, but that's really bubbly and I'll just be burping all over the mic. That's no good. Another vodka. Good night, Steve. Another fabulous night. Listen to you tomorrow. I'm so tired. Sarah Smith. Looking at that pitch there, you're so tired. I can't keep awake any longer. Listen, on Wednesday, I'm going to start at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. and we'll probably do 8 till midnight or something because it's the all request show. So if you've got any requests, you just need to message them to my inbox, please. Just you're more than welcome to do that. Brian, good night, mate. Lovely. Good night to you, Brian. But please send them to my inbox, and I put them together. A bit like when I did the radio show, I'd look at all the requests and compile them in a list, and so it's organised before we go on. Because you don't want to be sitting there and people are fluffing around. I don't like that. I mean, everybody does their Facebook lives their own way, don't they? But I've got my little method. So you're really at home with me now. You are really. There's not a lot of us here. It's just a few of us together. But does that matter? I mean, it'd be nice if there was 500 people watching, but maybe the fact that there's just 10 or 15 of us, it's just a few hardcore people. So what are you watching me on? Are you watching me on the telly or just on an iPad? I find I don't really like the phone. I like the iPad. I like watching these on the iPad. That's the right size. If I'm in bed, I'll just put it to the side, lay on my side, and I can just flick around what I'm watching. That's my preferred. If you haven't got an iPad, you should get one. They're really good. They're right useful. Got my dad one a few years ago, and he likes that very much. And Victoria, are you still there, Victoria? Give me a little wave if you're there. It'd be nice to know. Oh, look, I wanted to show you these. I'm not advertising for them or anything, but they're so nice. They're Malteser buttons. They're so lovely. They're dangerous, they are. There's loads of them in a packet. So it's like if you had a pack of Maltesers and you sat on them for a day, and in your back pocket, and you go, oh, look at them. That's what it's like. It's like someone's got like a million of them, and got some fat bloke like me to sit on them for an hour, and now they're just lovely. So nice. I forgot they was in the cupboard because I put some crisps in there the other day. They were behind them. Oh, they are pure. They are pure awesome. No night. Thanks for a nice night. Good night, Sue. Sue's off. So now the audience figures are going up a little bit now. Now that I've stopped singing. Yes, didn't warn me about the lights. Who's the messages from? Let's have a little look. Linda, could you see? Okay. Oh, this lovely. That's nice. Thank you. So some requests are coming in there. Just dropping a friend. Reminder, my friend, enjoying the show. Lovely. Okay. I'm on that. Could you see that? Oh, great. I really thank you for my request because I can get onto the requests a little bit. Oh, what's a message request? Just wanted to say, oh, that's nice, Barbara. Thank you. I'll just put a kiss and then we'll be friends. That means you can. I think I've got to check my friend requests, haven't I? Because then once people have done the friend request, we can have some more. Oh, there we are. Look, friend request 2, 3, 4. Then people can see the wall, can't they? That's important for people. Natalie Walker. Hello, Natalie. Oh, that's the request sent. I'll confirm. There we are. So, oh, lovely. I can see some names I recognise from earlier. So you're my friends now. They've probably gone to bed, in fairness. Actually did that. Sorry, I'm reading some of the Facebook posts. Add me as a friend, and then you can see the other shows, can't you? A lot of people say thank you for the show, that they enjoy sitting with me and we sing a few hours of music. And I've done music all my life, and it's nice to sing for you. It's nice to sing you a few songs. So we're down to. There's just a few of us left now, which I understand because people are just wandering off to bed. You might just end up with me and one other, sort of in like a. Just me and one person. Oh dear. How bizarre. I'm going to eat a pack of crisps. I'm so hungry after that. Normally you do a gig and then you have a break. And you go in the dressing room and there's always sandwiches and some food. It's a good job. We do get spoiled. I know people are signing off and going to bed. That's fine. Sleep well, everybody. Sleep well, my friends. Let's have a look in here. Hang on. Do you want me to play a nice bit of instrumental music? Hang on. I'm not going to sing, I'm just going to listen to it with you. This is like the backing track that we had done. could sing it, couldn't I?
When the rain is blowing on your face and the whole world is on your case, I'd offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love.
Make you feel. So nice.
Along the highway of regret, you ain't seen nothing like me yet. I'd go hungry, I'd go blind for you. Do anything you want me to. To make you feel my love.
I can feel your love.
It's another one of these cheeky things. Well, as you can see, my diet is appalling. Couldn't really care anymore. Seems like the world's going to end, doesn't it? What do you think about it? Someone sent me a bit of audio today about this has all been caused by 5G, and it's nothing to do with a virus. It's caused by an airwave, a radio frequency that's messing us up. If that's the case, then why is it only generally affecting older people with breathing difficulties? That's a bit I couldn't understand. I would need to listen. I only listen to about 10 minutes, but I want to listen to the rest of it and just see. I don't know who's listening. I've been in for a few days, and when you're in for a few days, you just think everybody else is in. But then I got a letter about something, an appointment that I've got to do something. So that's still happening, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it, what's going on with the world and that and the planet. Goodness me. So do you like the new den? Do you like the improvements that we've done over the last week? I mean, a few days ago, I never even thought I'd ever be doing anything like this. God. But I quite like it. I quite like sitting here and doing that. Check my messages and everything. See what's going on in the world. See what's happening in the world. What's the time now? So it's the time now is. What is the time? So it's 1:30. So we started at 10 o'clock. 10, 11, 12, 1. So 3.5 hours. That's nice, isn't it? I like to sing for a couple of hours. I know some people do a little set, which is fine. You can do a little set. You can do what you want, can't you? My intentions are to always come on and do an hour, but I love these songs and I like to sing that. It's part of what I do in it when you're a singer. I might do a night of John Denver songs, an evening of John Denver. I've got the request show on Wednesday, and there's loads of requests in already for that. So Wednesday from 8 will be the SofaShow request show. Steve Cherelle on the sofa, the request show, Wednesday from 8 o'clock. And we'll do that every Wednesday, you know. And you request what you want. I know quite a lot of songs, but preferably if it's country's good. I know a little bit of pop. I don't know too many of the modern ones, really, because I just don't, but we can have a go. So you've just got to message me what you want, really. That's the best thing. Thanks for my little tips tonight. That's nice. My mate Dale gave me a little tip. He bought me a beer, which is really nice. Thank you. That's really good of you. I appreciate that. So I think we're all right. What have I got to get? Well, I've got to get my little neck thing, haven't I? My little thing for my neck. I want one of them. My lights are good. I've got remote control lights. Maybe a remote control for the big light. That would be good. So I could control that. That would be handy. They're only about 20 quid, aren't they? Yeah, I can do that. Anyway. So I think I'm going to finish my coffee. I've ate my crisps, and I'm not going to eat this. I'll save this for tomorrow. That's a chocolate mini roll. They're nice, they are. Look, my legs look white. Look, my legs look so pale. So if I turn that light off, they'll fade up a bit. That'll look a bit better. You can see me name there, can't you? So what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing the days? I wake up in the morning. I do a few jobs, and I get up, check my emails, do a couple of bits of that. Have a cup of coffee about 8 o'clock. Pot around for a little bit, come in here and tidy this up, check that everything's working, and then sort of it's a bit of a long day today. And I fell asleep about 4 o'clock for a couple of hours, just sort of dossing around, you know. But I think I need to go out Wednesday. I'm going to go and get some more shopping Wednesday. I don't know what the shops are like. I don't know what my local shops are like. Whether you've got that big queue to get in, but I'll just go and have a look and see if I can get a few more bits, a few more of them, because I like them. I'll play you this. This is nice one. On my Ivory Collection album, there's a song called "Send in the Clowns." This is the music from it. This is the piano. I won't sing it. This is just the music. About one, this cat. He's a great animal. Very affectionate. He doesn't normally come up when I'm playing guitar, but I've sort of stopped so he's here. This is Smokey. There's only one. Very good looking cat. Let's put a bit of light. Let's so people can see your lovely mush. Yeah, you're on show now, you're on stage. Sing a song. Do you want to sing a song? Meow, 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 meow. Wow, 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 wow. You'll see him better now the light's on. Yeah, that's the light there. We're on a bit of a delay, we are, boy. On a bit of a delay, mate. Say hello to everybody. Where's your brother? Where's your brother? Very affectionate animal, this one. Really affectionate animal. Where's the other one gone? Where's your brother? Is he still out? He's probably out playing the Wii. Are you going to settle down or are you going to just keep walking around? What are you going to do? We got anyone? Is there anyone watching? Who's still on? Give us some love hearts. Show us some love hearts. Show me some love hearts for the cat. Oh, I've got to put it on here. I can see it. Oh, I could be able to see it on there. I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying. Let me read that there. We're just sitting up, keeping each other company, or oh, here we are. There comes some love hearts. Look. Oh, you can hear me then. That's good. I'm never sure if you can hear me or not. Graham, oh, we didn't know. That's an old message. Where's me Facebook? I need to get me Facebook on here. Then I can, because this is close to me. Then. Oh, here we are. There we are. Oh, we got 50 shares. That's nice. So, had a friend request from Joe Carolina. So I'll let her know when you're on. Oh yeah, because I've been on lots of times, haven't I? Oh, look, you can see the cat. You can see him well there, can't you? Come on, you. Oi, settle down. Come on. Shh. Settle down. It's nice, that music. Yeah, after a long day at home alone, I thought I'd sing you a sofa song. Oh, that's nice. Can you see the cat well? You can, look, but you won't. Don't put your ass in my face. No, don't fart on me. Oh, look. What's this here? Look, what's this? Do you think this is real? Do you think that's a real zebra? Look. Who's that? Who's that? Hey. I want to see where the other one is. The other one's cute as well. Who thought we'd be doing this, eh? Me having you in my living room, you know, or my man cave, whatever you call it. It's changed a bit over the last week. You can see the zebra up there with the Rolling Stone. That little Rolling Stone shirt was my little boy's when he was tiny. It wouldn't fit him now. Goodness. He was well small. Well, what should we do? Should we go and watch a bit of news, mate? What do you want to do? Are you right sitting here, are you? Don't mind where you are, as long as you get your head stroked. If you all got cats, if you've got a cat, give me a bit of a love heart. Let me look on it. Let's see who's got cats. I know there's... We've got a few people watching. If you've just dropped by thinking what's going on, my name's Steve and I've sang for a few hours tonight. I've done a few hours singing, but I had a little feeling that people didn't really want to go, so I didn't want to leave people on their own, because they said, once I'm gone, what would they do? But so if there's a couple of people watching, I just said, well, I'll make a cup of tea. If you make a cup of tea, eat my crisps. So I was bloody starving hungry, because I hadn't eaten for about 15 minutes. And then just sitting there. Now my cats come in. Now I've said to you for the last few I've done, when I'm singing, the cats don't come near me, but as soon as I stop, they come near me, and it's showed that tonight, isn't it? Because I've stopped singing, and now he's straight here, isn't you? You're very good looking. You're very handsome. Have you got a girlfriend? You are, you naughty little. He is. I tell you, I haven't had his nuts chopped off yet. I'll close his ears. I haven't had his knackers chopped off. Yeah, but that's coming. We're going to do that soon. Can't get them whipped off, mate. Stop you misbehaving. Naughty little boy. Yeah. Subscribe to my channel if you can. That'd be nice. Subscribe to that, and you alright, mate? Good boy. Yeah, subscribe, and then you can see my little videos, which is if you want to, you know. I like them. I've got into a few people online. Everyone's doing their stuff online. Some really funny people out there. There was a guy in the rain doing something, dressed up in a funny outfit. Someone put a big mask on the front of their truck, so that was like the truck had a mask on it. That was quite comical. So who's got cats? Show me some love hearts if you've got a cat. Let's get this up. Hang on. Let's have a look for. Where's your? Let's get the pay. How do we get the thing up? Hang on, give us a sec. Bear with. Oh, here we are. So who's got a cat then? Show me some love hearts if you've got a cat. There's 8 people watching. Anyone got a cat? Let's see if anybody's got a cat. Oh, it's just me then. It's just us, mate. Just you and me. It's just you and me with the cats. Oh, look, you can hear me. That's good. I'm just seeing that. Oh, that's excellent. That's really good because you can hear. Oh, you can hear that well. Can you turn the mic up? Bring near you, please. It's okay when you sing, but quiet when you're talking. The cats are waiting for their pizza. Now, I had a pizza, Paul, earlier. I had a pizza. My neighbour, because I got a bit too much food in my freezer, my neighbour's storing my pizzas. And I had to go and tap in and get one. I'm too far away from the mic, am I? And you can't hear me. Okay, I'm sorry, I understand. Good night, God bless. Love this evening, thank you. Bought a drink at the bar. I bought you a drink at the bar. That's a really nice way to put it, Barbara. And that's what Dale said earlier. He's bought me a drink at the bar, which is really kind, you know, for the tips and that, which is, I suppose, for the singers, it's a little way we could give a service, you know. I think that if you're in beauty, maybe you could do something online, you know, teach people how to do their nails, file their nails, and, you know, something like that, or plait hair. Someone put something really good on the other day. Can anyone show me how to? I think it was repair a nail, or when they're getting long and you can't get in to see your beautician. And the girl was showing them how to file them down, like the process. And then if you bought them a drink, if you're on their little tip jar, it's just nice, isn't it? So you could. What about cooking? If you cook, you could do a cooking class with a camera set up. But if this was a kitchen, I would do it if I cooked. I eat, I don't cook, but set it up and then you can have a camera and film your cooking that you do. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I could see that really working. Yeah, baby. And then people could give you a little tip and you've taught them how to cook a pie or how to do something, how to chop a fish or whatever it is. And I had to use a microwave, and I occasionally use the oven, Paul. So where are you, Paul? You're not over here at the minute. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Is that better? Sorry, yeah, that I suppose that is better, isn't it? I suppose you need to hear me there. So, what time do people go to bed then? Do you go to bed? It's 20 to 2, so I'll probably do one of these tomorrow. Wednesday's the all request show, but I'll do one of these tomorrow. I really am enjoying it. Now I've got the nice setup. I'm really enjoying it. I might bring a couple of disco lights in and a smoke machine. Could do that, couldn't I? We could have a little party going on. What do you think about that, Dale? Couldn't we? Just stick a couple of lively lights up. How funny would that be? That'd be hilarious. All right, I'll look into that then. We're putting that up. I don't need them on, do I, if I'm not doing that? I shouldn't have put this top. It makes me look fat. Look. Trouble is, I put on a bit of weight over the last couple of years. You know, just I'm good eating and not really giving a damn what I look like. And it's just a nightmare. Once you put on a couple of stone, then you put on a couple more, and now I've got to try and lose it now. The only way I'll go back to my weight is if I have something amputated. You know, if I have a leg cut off, then I might lose a couple of stone. Otherwise, you done really well though, Paul, because my friend Paul, he wasn't massive, but he'd put on a few pounds, but then he went on a really good diet and stuck to it for about a year, wasn't it? I think you went Weight Watchers, and you lost your weight. And I was proud of you doing that. You was really motivated and driven, and well done. And you look so much better when you lose the weight and you're not like a big fat lump walking about. You know. When the rain is blowing in your face. Listen, this is nice. Let's sing you a song. These are bonus songs. The others that have gone aren't going to get these. But you can. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming all around. They go as they're around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? My true love won't have me, but I will surely find another to pick wild mountain thyme. It's all around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie? All go together to pick wild mountain thyme. It's all around the purple heather. Let us go, lassie, go. If my true love won't have me, I will surely find another to pick wild mountain thyme. It's all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? All around the purple heather. Let us go, lassie, go. Let us go. Let us go, lassie, go. Listen to this voice. Let us go, lassie, go. That's a beautiful friend of mine called Maria, and she's sung on most of my albums over the years. She's from Basildon in Essex in England. And I did an album that was just me and the piano. So you notice these songs have no drums on them. So I was going to do a night called the Ivory Night. So Paul lost nearly 4 stone. That is massive That is massive amount of weight. Well done. I didn't realise you got to that size. So you must have got up to about 16 stone then. I'm clipping 20 now. I could lose 4 stone. I mean, I'd still be overweight, but that would get me down to something good for my size. That's dedication, Paul. Well done. We're all going to end up psycho fat alcoholics, probably. Some of people are that now, before this. Thanks for a nice evening. We're nice and chilled here. Well, do you want me to carry on singing? Show me some love hearts if you want me to carry on, or would you like me to let you go to bed? I hope I'm not getting on your nerves. And how are you watching? I'd love to know how you're watching, whether it's on an iPad or... Because on a phone, it won't be as good on the phone, will it? It won't be as... Yeah, on the phone it won't be as good. Ah, that's lovely, thank you. But the iPad's a great way. Your thought drinking... Oi, sod off. You used to go in that clubhouse on your own. But I'm a nightmare, aren't I, for leading people astray. So let's sing you some songs from my Ivory collection. Now, if you want to get a copy of this, you go to Bandcamp. You can go there now, and it'll cost you, I think, £7, which ain't a lot. And then you can download the 16 tracks, and they're the songs that you just heard. The piano. It's all original playing, and the tracks. It's a lovely album. I think I've probably given you one, haven't I, Paul, of that particular album. iPad. This is on the iPad. Jill, how are you watching? Hello, Jill. Are you watching on the TV? I'll sing you a couple of songs you've not heard me sing before, Jill. Some of my... John Nolan's watching. Hello, John. Is that an Irish name? I'll sing you a song called Good Thing. If you've seen the film called Random Hearts, which stars Harrison Ford and Christian Scott Thomas, it's a great movie about a plane crash and a couple that are having an affair. At the end of the film, a song comes on called Good Thing. As they're leaving the airport, this wonderful piano music comes on, and this song comes on. It's by Patty Larkin, and I mimic the piano perfectly on my version of that song called Good Thing. It's about not letting somebody go. It's about hanging on. And you'll hear Maria, she sings this with me. We'll look at those in a minute.
Well, I've heard enough, and I've seen enough, and I know enough to know. I know a good thing when I see it, and it's a bad thing to let go. I've been around, I've been up and down, till I burn out of your control. And if your words are in motion, gonna put a ball and a chain on your soul. And all those angels running, picking up the pieces and putting back together hearts broke long ago. I know a good thing when I see it, and it's a bad thing to let go. There will always be lovers with borders of their own. And you may charge across in a golden chariot, but you never be home. You had dreams like a distant thunder, and you've got hope like a prayer unheard. This is nothing less than perfect in a less than perfect world. And all those angels running, just picking up the pieces and putting back together. Hearts broke long ago. I know a good thing when I see it, and it's such a bad thing to let go. Good thing when I see it, and it's a bad thing to let go.
So you know the film that comes from there is called Random Hearts. I don't think Random Hearts, I don't think it's on Netflix. It might be because they change. The films come on and off there, don't they? So you might find it on there. Good evening to you. We've got a few more come on there, so that must mean people are slipping around Facebook and having a look. So you've just stopped by a few people. I can see that. Hello to you. I'm Steve. I've been singing for a few hours now. We've had a wonderful gig, and we finished the gig, and I made a cup of tea, and we've got a couple of people still here. So it's just... I'm not tired, you know. I'm bloody up every night, you know, most of them. Not that I'm unhappy and things, but just because I don't really sleep. But because I'm old, you don't need a lot of sleep. The older you get, the less sleep you need. And the older I get, the earlier I get up. And then I have a sleep in the afternoon, which doesn't make any sense, does it? Learning to Live Again. Let's sing you this. This is on the Ivory Collection. This is a song from Garth Brooks. This is about someone that's not dated or been out of anybody in a long time. And their mates set him up and he's going to go on a blind date. It's called Learning to Live Again. I burned my hand and I cut my face. Heaven knows how long it's been since I felt so out of place, wondering where I fit in. And Debbie and Charlie said they'd be here by night. Deb said she might bring a friend. With just my luck, right on time. So here I go again. And I'm gonna smile my best smile, and I'm gonna laugh like it's going out of style. Look into my eyes and pray that she don't see that this learning to live again is killing me. Little cafe with a table for four. It's just conversation for three. And I like the way she let me get the door. And I wonder what she thinks of me. Debbie just whispered that you're doing fine, and I wish that I felt the same. Just my luck, right on time. So here I go again, and I'm gonna smile my best smile. Then I'm gonna laugh like it's going out of style.
look into her eyes and pray that she don't see that this learning to live